Alright, are we playing?
Alright, should we start?
Sure.
I'm Tang.
Go live.
Last time.
Go live.
Go live.
And 3,
Ruins of
2,
Immortals!
1. Let's go.
We pull on my
Yeah.
backstory book.
What?
Yeah. Last time you started the session being attacked by a giant draconic snake.
Yes, I remember as well.
Away got grappled and squeezed almost to death, like as close to death as you could be without actually dying. But you finally slew the serpent, and you took a bunch of spirit stones, strange-looking spirit stones, as well as the beast core of the dragon, which Bayu ate and turned into a tiny cat that is currently sleeping and still is.
He devolved.
Yeah, he devolved. You then left the city. You found out that a camp headed by the Zen's cousin was outside the mercenary camp. Apparently, they were looking for you. And chill.
What's his name again?
Good question. I think I wrote it up somewhere. I hope Sen Yu.
Cousin you. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just the latter half of my name.
And,
I'm Bao Yu, and he's...
So Xiao Fan, Inner Circle sect member.
Yes, he was the leader of the mercenaries. That was, or at least he was leading them.
You mean the bandits, but sure.
Yeah. To acquire something from the city.
Yeah.
And he seemed quite excited that you had done some good stuff in the city.
Yeah, you let him know. A lot of good work.
Yeah. Sure, nothing good bad can come from that. And then you went with cousin Yu and started heading towards Dahaitei, the capital of the Gu Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, Dahaitei. And as you were traveling, Faye took the opportunity to, during the day, drip a drop of blood on the tablet that she got. And
the
it
sunlight,
broke.
you know?
Yeah. It broke asunder. An orangey yellow drop emerged from the tablet and flew into her head, and that is how we ended the session.
She's got to be executed. I quickly shoot her before any words can be said.
Yeah.
Must be.
And I guess I'll start with what happens to Faye. So, Faye,
Making you character.
you find yourself within a relatively familiar space at this point, on top of a clear lake with hills, mountains along on the horizon, and a sun above. You also see a more wispy, unclear form of the Blood Emperor. Only his eyes seems relatively clear, but it doesn't seem as solid as he was last time you were here. You suddenly feel the temperature rise as you see this orange drop
Fire resistance.
fly up into the sky towards the sun, and you see the sun change into this alien eye that looking down on you. The temperature rises once again, and the clear water turns into a desert. and the sky turns red.
There's still a big
red
avian
and orange.
eye.
Yeah, and there's still the sun is still an avian eye.
Oh, great.
Looking down on you.
And the rest of the sky is red and orange. Oh, beautiful.
Are we in Moonlight? What's happening?
Yeah. You first feel the temperatures rise to quite a dangerous level, and you feel a sting pain, but you quickly find the heat almost quite comfortable.
Yes, of course.
And as you are sensing this,
Yeah, being cleansed by the
fire
cleansing
within.
flame, you know? It
Yeah.
makes sense.
You suddenly come to, and you do. I will just DM you what Faye gets.
Gets a fucking bad migraine. Like, man.
Yeah, a real bad migraine.
But I was just holding down the letter E for ages on the word real.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Answer me this, Jacko. When you chucked, it didn't capitalize the second chuck, but when I chewed, it capitalized the second chew. In fact, it added an extra O. It was like a whole.
Yeah, I don't know
different
about
word.
that. Choo, I guess.
Yeah, like choo.
Yeah.
Wait, do you? No, you're not like a German language where you capitalize every noun or whatever.
Yeah, but this,
No.
I don't know why we capitalize choo. Like, it shouldn't be capitalized like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the person who wrote the
I feel like I'm on
is
the
doing their
right
job
side
better.
of history.
Yeah, the Dutch localizer did a better job than the person who did it for the English version. Although probably more thought went into the English version, which is probably why they got it wrong.
I'm curious to see what the Swedish version is.
We'll never know. So the way I forget, was Faye just like, were we standing around when this happened? I'm trying to remember.
I wandered off a bit, I think.
Yeah, she wandered off a bit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as you know, we just chilling.
Let's see. Oh.
You now have the power of the sun.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so you find yourself waking to. You were like standing behind a tree, but as you come to, you're like sloped against it. But other than that, you seem.
The tree scorching anyway.
You feel surprisingly like rested, even though you were quite like exhausted from the many days of traveling in the city.
Yeah, cleansed of my tiredness.
So, from our point of view, did she disappear or what happened to her? We were
No,
like,
she
She walked off. Right?
went off like
Yeah.
she just went off or to the side.
She went into the bathroom behind a tree,
Yeah.
and she comes back.
okay. Is everything all right?
Good, I just needed a shit. No, I
Very late.
Yes, it worked. The power of the sun and the power of my blood, they combined. I've been cleansed by the cleansing flame.
You have the sun on the inside?
My impurities have been reduced.
Oh.
I think we should find my flames a little more potent going forth.
Sounds like it may help in the coming days.
Cool. Want to try out what's stronger, your flame or my lightning?
Sure, we plenty of time for that when we're back at the sect.
Yeah, you're right. They have cool training grounds there.
Exactly. Judges and everything, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Again.
So let's travel. Now you are traveling with like a band of
Mary Seeps.
very seasoned soldiers at this point. So we can more or less, if you want to, we can just speed through.
No, we're going to pop by the town, I think, and let them know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's fair enough. So that's like
got to get our quest completion,
150. Get 24 miles a day minus like cut in half. The only 12.
Cutting.
So this is like we actually like over here at this point. About 10 days to get to Shaoloo. So actually, I forgot my thing.
It's
Ian, what's your background?
because hacking the government.
Look
See,
good while doing
look
it.
at
Gee,
that.
4 screens,
Like,
5
yeah,
screens.
Right, a lot of screens. There's way more than 5, but there's like 3 on the bottom
That was
right.
what we actually
Oh,
did.
yeah.
It does really be amusing with Rika like popping out occasionally in front of
Feels
me.
good, like the actual
would
screen of
change-
what she's playing almost sometimes take over one of the other screens. Oh, yeah, it's trying to make it way through. Oh.
Break through the matrix. Drog is just too strong.
Right.
I just have a day counter, so I need to do that. Yep. Okay, so
Physical.
10 days of. Yeah, I need to
Let's get
remember.
physical.
Oh shit!
Physical.
There we go. You are in.
Is Spy who's still a little cat after 10 days?
After 10 days, he has even like
It's gone
Smaller.
more like his draconic feature becoming even more and more prevalent, but he is still sleeping. You see that
Still, he slept for
he,
10 days. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I'm getting a little worried.
yeah,
Is he getting skinnier? Is he like...
no, he seems completely fine. He's actually
Oh, man,
like
Is he like hibernating? He's like, is he...
he seems to be more or less hibernating. You do see.
I know if dragons hibernate.
Hey, give me an arcane. Knowledge check.
Okay, I'm sure I get bonus.
by the way-
Yeah, you get bonuses from it. It's like +2, +4.
It's +4, and then maybe even
We
extra
get-
shit for them.
We get food from the army, right? So we don't have to use rations for our travel?
Yeah, they supply with food.
It better be giving thing. Actually, I think I get at least +4. Worm hatred gives me +4, and then dragon seeker. No, that's something else. Oh yeah, so
Let's get that 20. Let's pay out that bad boy.
Wait, I thought it was you only. Wait a second, you really need to make it clear. I thought it was just you. Oh, the nat one, boys, pay it out. Pay it out, pay it out.
No, you're thinking about it like
Dragons?
of all the things, you really didn't give a fuck about their
Their sleeping cycles.
yeah, or
Yeah,
at
they can
least
sleep when they're dead.
yeah. Essentially, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so just so you know, I'm like looking like maybe this is what dragons fucking do, I don't know. Maybe buy use from a real dragon. Yeah, but if it's been 10 days and he's still chilling, I mean I'm keeping a real careful eye on him,
Yeah. You see him twitch sometimes, but other than that, he's
Okay.
Ooh,
he's
that's...
clearly.
Twitch like he's dreaming, right? Not Twitch like a bad,
yeah,
not like I'm
yeah.
dying Twitch, yeah, okay.
Yeah, dreamy twitch.
Dreamy Twitch. So
Yeah. You arrive at Shailu. Faye, you have the Blood Emperor for this one.
Always with the blood.
I need to remember, you never know if anyone
Interesting.
knew you wants to do something. So everything went really quiet all of a sudden. I don't know.
I think it was just everyone.
Okay, I need to turn off the music. That's what, or I'd have music on.
Alright,
This is
I'm
the
mute.
dreary Asian graveyard music.
Yeah, I don't think that's a person when we are no longer inside the fucking graveyard. Whatever this is.
That's
Maybe inside the graveyard.
Golden Lotus. There we go.
Oh, so golden.
Oh, no longer the Asian graveyard.
So you arrive at the village. It's not much different than it was when you arrived there. You still see the palisades up, and the people seem to be going around.
People are
their
still
normal-
right. This is good.
Yes, we should let them know it is safe for them to hunt far away from the lands, or far from their land.
Maybe we should probably also ask that there's no more zombies around the forest, right? The
Yes.
good zombies on around. Like, have they encountered seen We got rid of the soul spell, we didn't kill all
I
of them.
suppose that is true. There could be some left. I mean, have we seen we've been traveling 10 days from the place where the zombies are to this village? Have we seen any sign?
You would have talked to the soldiers about this, I'm guessing.
Right.
And you don't see anyone on the way there. They would have said that they killed a number of them on their way to Yujan, but like you don't see any new ones on the way back.
The elementals are okay now, right? They're not gonna attack people?
I believe not, but my knowledge.
No, I don't know about element. I don't know. Oh, we don't really, any of us know really about elementals, right? They could attack if they have their own reasons for it.
No one in this party has any knowledge at all about anything.
Yes, that is.
No dragons, dragons, baby.
We know about dragons.
Sometimes,
Or one
not
of us.
about divination patterns, but everything else.
I occasionally remember things from the history that I have. I've read many great stories as I traveled across these lands.
Pretty good at fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
kick
true.
some
We're
ass.
pretty good at doing that, all of us. So.
I feel like we already got that covered, huh?
Saying about, oh, I suppose it's good we all became martial artists and not scholars.
This is true. Although it would probably help if one of us knew anything about anything. But alas.
Nothing can
Yeah,
be done
if-
about this.
One of you
Yes.
could maybe teach me how to read sometime, that'd be nice.
Unnecessary time.
There are people here who know how to read.
At least one of us got that covered, I guess I'll be okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, unless you end up in a place where you need to be read, and that would be very useful for us.
And all hope is doomed.
That is true.
It's not like the sect has like a library with
All
techniques and
hope
stuff.
is doomed. Well, I'll read it to him. He'll pick the picture books.
You could find that in the sect when we next go to spend some time. There's probably someone that we can teach you.
Okay.
Yeah, more of a like physical kind of training kind of thing.
So this is what A feels like.
You just like find the elder of the village and just
Yeah, I'm sure Faye wants to do this. I look at Faye expecting it.
As the face of the party.
Yeah, I suppose. That's what I want to do. Find the elder village.
okay.
That's
You guys were here before. You know about where the elder's home is, and you find it quite quickly. It's a bit larger building than the others, but
splashing that water.
I remember fucking around with some kids in this town, but I don't remember if they were annoying or nice.
I don't
I'm
remember.
just gonna follow you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here to tell them that their problems are over.
All your problems have
They've been solved. So yeah, like I don't know if they've got like there's a person you have to talk to before you get to speak to the.
nah,
know,
it's a bit like a
So just knock on someone's door.
no one
There's
official.
nothing to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. They you wait for a couple seconds, and they the village elder does indeed like he opens it a little bit to see who it is. He like see his eyes. Oh, I didn't. It's been quite some time before you were here last time.
Ah, Deckard Kane, yes. Good to see you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it has been some time, but we have been busy. We travelled to Juyan, and the long and the short of it is that we sort of fixed things, and now the general dangers, like undead and rampaging elementals and stuff that have been plaguing you for so long, should begin to disappear if they have not, in fact, already done so. Ta-da!
Well,
I
that
clapped at the ta-da, respectful clap.
Yeah, I
he
guess
looks behind you and like sees the retina soldiers waiting in the background. Like, well, that's very good indeed. If I may ask, what happened to the bandits?
I
yes,
said they were bandits at all. Oh, I'm Tang, by the way. Hi. They
Okay,
are
I'll let
actually
Tang explain this bit. He's got the grasp.
they were actually mercenaries, and they bought the food fair and square from you guys.
Is that so? Yeah. That's not what I was told they did, but okay. I will make sure. I will make sure that it's looked into. Yes. But now with there's no dangers in the forest anymore.
Other
We-
than those
we
mercenaries, I
don't
guess.
There could be still occasional single ones, but I'm feeling of that. But on the way back here, we didn't see any.
Yes, but I would still at least refrain from sending out too many vulnerable members of the population for a while.
Yes, we'll make sure that no one goes out goes out in proper groups to make sure that they can survive.
If you shoot their arrows and stay away from the zombies, you should be able to kill them. Just don't go near them. If you go near them, they might infect you.
I don't think anyone wants to go near them.
Yeah, but try
Also-
to stay away.
Thank you very much. I've already given the reward for this to the sect, so they should be able to reward you once you return. And he on that note, and he walks back in, and he comes out and gives you a token, and that just says
As appreciation.
No, does it say
they told me to give you this once you're done, like a something to prove to them that you finished the mission.
I understand.
Well, are you planning to stay a while, or?
I'm bad listening, so
No, I believe not. Our company also will probably eat you out of house and home if we spend more than one night here. I think it is good we move on.
Then I will be an ungrateful host, and I hope you have a good day. And then he closes the door pretty fast, and you hear him
Okay.
step away.
Close it all pretty fast. Don't
Yeah.
take no offense. Well, that I guess was a good decision to come back with them, especially with
This
Oasis.
is an immortal map.
Now we know.
Our original objective was to just figure out what was happening here, right? Anyways,
It was. It seems so long ago.
I believe it was just to figure out things. What's the
Yeah.
issue?
It was actually an optional quest to deal with, Yeah.
But of course, when you read optional quest, really that means mandatory quest.
Well, I'm sure we'll get a bigger reward for doing more.
The knowledge is its own reward.
And we also did that other guy's job, right? He said that his job was to get rid of that guy who was causing the undead spawn. So we
What? Who?
I don't believe so. I
The
believe
mercenary
his
leader said
job
something like
was
that.
to gather an item from
He
the
told,
house
he,
itself.
I thought he also said that his job was kind of to deal with the undead issue in the city.
I knew that.
No way, it was to gather the item that he was.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
You only recently sobered up, so
that is
Yeah.
true, but
Then it was all,
I did hear that after sobering up, but it's very weird
maybe
to
that was the problem.
that could be the problem.
maybe
This is
go back.
extremely weird.
He might have mentioned that they were clearing out the undead, but he definitely didn't say that the mission was.
Okay.
They did it out.
Well, let us push on. The Hetty
Okay.
is only a mere 9 days away. 8 to 7 days away.
The
Actually,
first
go
mission
well.
complete.
It is. Well, we still need to control back the sect, but yeah.
Actually,
I
it comes
guess.
24 soon, so this is actually
What?
only
Yes.
like
4 days? 3 days?
oh yeah, it's actually 24 from Stormchild, so
Like, that's easily doable.
yeah, it's like 3 days. Yeah. So
Like, even
3
8 days.
days
3 days.
later, so 13 days in total.
Wake up, Baihu. Wake
That's
up.
longer than some campaigns. Let's go.
Hey, don't throw shade.
What campaign took 3 days? I'm curious.
No campaigns
Nah.
taking 3 days.
Does anyone do anything in 3 days?
Maybe if the Blood Emperor is in my head.
I'll check who has it in my head. Let's see here. So, 1 day.
It's been
So it was
1 day
Faye?
since you- It's always Faye.
Yeah, it was Faye, and
always Faye.
then Tang.
Faye.
So
Oh.
that you
Heard of
wake up on the first day and you feel the Blood Emperor's consciousness.
Yeah. So during the day, I forget we can talk to him in our head, right?
Yeah, you can mess up.
I'll be like, hey, Emperor. I've been wondering ever since you told me that I couldn't quite handle all the power that I got. How will I improve? Because I want to make all this mine. I want to make this a part of my path of my path towards becoming an Air Master. How do I do this?
Sadly, there are no techniques that would help a mortal refine a heavenly flame. But
I need to get more ki.
as you gather more ki and your body becomes more attuned with it, it will naturally strengthen and be able to handle more of the flame.
Alright, so just do what I've been doing.
Essentially. I'll keep having a look out for additional opportunities to help you on your way.
Alright. Yeah, maybe you're not so bad after all. I have to grab my food real quick.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Good old Tang.
Fucking time.
Okay.
Get him out of here.
It's taking a really long time to fucking roll for some reason.
You don't need to roll for anything though.
Lord thought it would be like a little bit or something like that.
Okay, so we're gonna say anything else too?
Not really. I think it's
Okay,
good.
Not
so
really.
second day, Faye again, and then on the day you arrive, Sen.
Suspicious.
One day you'll be in Way's head.
One day Wei will get it, but
There you
I
are.
rolled a 2, 2, and a 1, so no way.
Feels good. He feels good.
Like roll d3s, so it always
Yeah,
jumps
I'm
to
rolling.
the-
I'm rolling d4s. That's whenever I forget who it is, or do like multiple days without rolling, and then I do d3s for. I could do d6s and just do 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mhm.
5, 6. But...
That makes sense to roll those smaller die. Easy.
Alright. We're home.
You arrive at the capital. This is a huge city. It is, in terms of area, it is not as large as Yujan. In sort of actual city, within the city walls. But there's also quite a lot of housing and whatnot spreading outside the city. So with all that, you would say it's bigger than Jujan, and the actual city part is more tightly packed for most part, other than the actual noble parts of the city, which is spread out due to how actually gigantic the mansions and what the noble families are. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, once we enter the city, I guess I'll want to have a quick talk with the group. Be like, hey, I gotta admit, I didn't really understand all the stuff with your cousin, but are we are we gonna go from here to the sect, or do you want to stay here for a little bit?
I am at least need to go and meet with my family to let them know where I have been and what endeavors I am attempting. I do not plan. I have the option to be there long, probably a courteously night or two. But I do not see it going much further than that, unless, of course, there is new information.
I'm assuming you don't want us around.
I mean, there'd be fucking hundreds of like guest fucking houses, right? And I'll come play. I mean, if you
could easily bring them.
if you wish, you could definitely come if you wish to be interested. If not, I could always meet you back in the sect.
Well, I have some. It would be nice to have you at the sect when we go there. But I also want to start some training. I feel like I've thought about this fact, and part of my power right now is, being drunk. And if I intend not drink anymore, I should probably do something about, refining my powers to fit that. So I probably need to train a bit. I will take time. How long does your family visit take?
I do not know. It depends. If I am just informing them what has happened, where I've been, I mean, I will spend a day or two with them. If there is new information, I may have to stay longer. If there's any other developments, if
I think
my aunt's work or my aunt's business in the north perhaps will mean my family is further interested in me.
Well, in that case, I'm interested here. I guess we could wait and see 1-2 days and see what your family business really entails. If it lasts longer, I think I should go start trading. So,
Of course.
how individual things match.
You
Well,
have plenty of space.
I'd say that I've never seen a noble house before without zombies in it from the inside. But on the other hand, if you want to trade in my... that's more important, and I can help you, right?
That's true. But it would be nice to have all of us back home when we accept the rewards and also those things, right?
I mean,
Alright.
I will. It is up to you. I would think, of course, that you would be fair, and I trust that you would leave whatever is my
Naturally.
share. But
By
if
yourself,
you
that's
wish,
fair.
if you wish for me to be there at the same time, it also makes sense.
Like, it's only 1 or 2 days. I will stay, my training will take 1 or 2 days longer then, right?
But you could train for 2 more days.
I mean, my family estate have plenty of sparring grounds if you wish to at least practice.
Yeah, I'm just worrying that we might break something.
I kind of look back to like the company of soldiers, who we've been traveling with. It's like it wouldn't be. They are not just for show.
Alright, let's do it.
I mean, that's fair, right, Potrak? Like, we have plenty of sparring grounds if they wanted to train. It wouldn't
Yeah,
be a problem.
there's
especially like
tons.
if I was like, these
It's
are
a
my
martial
brothers.
family.
Yeah, and these are like my brothers who have now insist all members of like the Soaring Sword sect. They'd probably be like, oh shit, we have like a visiting, sect member. It's kind of cool.
I guess I should trade my kicks now without the influence of alcohol. I could start with that. That's a pretty good start.
Exactly. Okay,
I
cool.
could
So I guess
Drink
we
something without alcohol content. Water.
Crazy. Yeah, okay, I guess we just like make our way through into my family's estate.
Yeah.
But you know-
So you find you go towards the estate. You head into the noble part of the city, and you come across a wall and a large gate. But it's not a plaque. Banner sounds wrong as well. Like at the top of an archway, it's like a
Yeah,
name
yeah,
on it.
yeah. I
What
know.
would you call that?
Plaque.
Is it a plaque? Okay.
I
Okay.
think so. Right, Chris? You would call it that if you have. Well, maybe we're not plaque if it's engraved into it. But what would you call it? You're muted, by the way.
Devil?
That's yeah. I don't know.
Plaque
I would
in
just
my
say
head is
engraved
engraved.
into it.
Yeah,
There is a word
yeah.
for it. An engraving.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
There is a better word. I think I even saw it recently reading stuff in Tomb of Annihilation, but I can't remember what the word is.
Sad, sad.
Anyway, so you see this archway with a large gate, and you see the archway itself is like formed of like two dragons coiling up at the center, or essentially, they're not they're sliding up the archway and like roaring in at each other's against each other in the top, and you see Zen Mansion on the in large bold text. And yeah, so
This is my
as
episode
you-
of Trips.
as you walk in front of the gates, the guards immediately notice who you guys are, or they notice the dragon hunting company first, and they open up the gates for them. And as you enter, they suddenly lit up as they see you specifically, and one of the servants that are also by the gate run off, and you hear them essentially shout out that the young master has returned.
I don't like it too much.
Yeah,
I mean, Zen looks a little like a bastard.
Yeah. And all the other than the servants ran off to inform everyone. Everyone is paying their respects to as you.
Yeah, I do whatever is like the respectful, if it's I don't know if it's raising a hand or nodding or whatever, the respectful.
Yeah,
maybe more kind of modest way to
more
The queen wave.
more of a nod.
Yeah,
Wei tries to do whatever.
If someone's- What's this
Oh,
chat?
Chris is in Roll20 for me. What's Chris's character name? I can't remember.
Faye.
Hey, you're
Hey.
Wei will try to do whatever Faye is doing, basically. Because Faye would
just
know how to do.
Which is just ignoring everyone and walking. That is the way.
That's a fair way.
I'll try
Yeah.
to hold myself in, but after certain moments, I'll go into the front and put an arm around Zen and just be like, yeah, it's us,
I don't throw you off or anything, but never done that before. Thanks.
But it feels good.
I suppose maybe it does.
Everybody's welcoming us.
It's true. It's true they are.
So
Yeah, the servants of Immortals seem a bit off.
Yeah, I just give them up. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, some a bit awkward. Some almost seem angry at Chang for.
Nah, I'm
doing
nah,
it.
man, it's chill. It's
Yeah.
chill. It's chill.
And
But I say perhaps not when we meet my family.
yeah. So as you're led along the what essentially a courtyard, you see an elderly man in serving clothes run out, and a bit heavier built, and it is still a servant. It's a steward, so he is. It's still
Head
the
servant.
gray brown coloring, it's not anything flashy, but it seems a bit more heavy, and he also has a nice hat.
I recognize him. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you would.
What's he like? Is he a cool dude?
Yeah, he is a very. He's. I don't know if "cool" would be the
He's the
correct
man.
word. He is. He's a loyal servant of the Sense, so he's very very official.
Not that
Very
cool, actually. Opposite of a cool dude.
yeah. He's
Fucking nerd.
quite serious.
I mean, the official
He has,
main servant could be very cool, dude. That's Hunter x Hunter, the emissary of the One Kids.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool, dude. With the coins.
He's a little bit of a douche, though.
Yeah, he's a bit. That's
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he comes running over.
Yeah, and he comes running over, and he greets you. My son, we did not expect your return today.
Kind of frown a little bit at that. They would. I'm kind of would I have assumed my cousin would send a runner forward, from the company to let them know?
It wouldn't be possible for them to do that, I suppose, but you never saw anyone do it, nor did you request
Okay.
it. So-
Okay. Yeah. I just kind of like we were making good speed. We did not have time to send forward letters.
I see. The Patriarch is currently in meeting. Not only your aunt has arrived, but oh god,
So is your uncle.
immediately forgot the fucking name of the also a representative of the Liang clan has come.
And those are who again?
And
They're the ones who are fighting
would
with
you-
in the north.
Yeah, they are. You would actually know this because Faye would have
Nice.
told you.
Faye would have told me.
Like at the earlier.
Yes, I know. I tend to know these things.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
They are one of the richest family of the Asura Empire. They are a great merchant family in Hei Xinxian, and the Fei clan or Fei family is a subservient family to the Liangs. So
Oh.
technically, they're like the Fei's higher ups.
The Faye's bosses.
Depending-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They were also one of my families having a little tiff with in the north.
Hmm?
Or no, were they the one my family? My aunt is also having the.
Wait,
little
we're
tiff with?
enemies.
No. What happened was there was something with a member of the royal family that had.
Oh, so we're enemies to the
Yeah,
royal
one of-
family. Yeah, so then that's
Yeah.
It's an empire. Yeah, so I don't know. It depends how much you like your royal family, Chris. I just have a beef with Charles, you know.
Yeah. So something has happened with the royal family, and for some reason you don't know why the Liangs are here specifically.
Okay.
But you would know of them.
So I just like nod when you mention it. I see.
They have been at it for quite some time, and I'm sure if you wish to join right now, I'm certain there's a possibility. But if you would like to wait until things calm down,
It might be a good idea. I've been on the road a long time. I may have lost some of my formal eloquence.
yes. In that case, please, I'll bring you somewhere you can rest and entertain your guests. And he greets your cousin, and your cousin fucks off with his unit.
Also, we
And,
could use a bath.
Of course. He essentially calls a servant who then leads you off to a courtyard. Or essentially a residence within the manor. You would know that this is a guest residence. You also know that your residence is like right next to it.
Nice.
If you want to
Neighbor.
go there. And you see a bunch of them, a bunch of servants preparing water in different rooms. You also see some. They tell you, Faye, that they are preparing water in a residence right next to it, and not Stan's residence, but another one, so you can bathe away from the men.
Really
I
good.
would hope they would offer me that anyway.
Yep.
I don't
Just
bathe
because
these
she's
animals.
noble.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will also be extremely scandalous for you to actually bathe.
Scandalous. You know, have you heard this member
Like-
of the Bay family
like-
and the Zen
like-
family
like-
bathing
like-
together?
in all the
Oh my
magazines.
God.
Like literally get kicked out of the family, never
Paparazzi,
marry,
like,
kind
holding
of,
pictures.
kind of,
Zen-
kind of
Zen
scandalous.
slash Faye.
We can
Oh my
travel
God.
together though and share a tent. Just
Yeah,
That's fine.
bathe
I don't know
together.
that. I don't know that.
That you don't need to tell them, but it's good. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yep.
Alright, yeah. I mean, I very much enjoy, Chance.
Yeah,
Faye
yeah,
from
they,
the Gamma Dirty
sing to myself on my
Yeah,
side
you-
of the dividing wall.
No, I sing
Yeah.
back in lovely, loving tones.
Man.
Yeah, you
do
clean
that.
off. They would offer some temporary clothing, or I say temporary. Would
Oh, you were going to
probably
say
be-
hit points.
Ooh, they offer something. Do you
After
like
the
it?
temporary hit points, you want some
5 hit points?
Yeah,
more?
but Faye, you would know that you could probably just keep these clothes that they're giving
Well,
you.
it's
But
like the hotel when they give you the robe, and you're like, hey,
yeah,
Pack that, bad boy.
yeah. Then they're
Robe,
obviously giving
so-
you your clothes, but
Nice,
from
yeah.
from the manor.
You always bring an
Already
extra
yours.
suitcase so you can pack all the towels and stuff before you
Yeah.
So like this is well, this is
Oh, he has a ring.
it's my residence, but it's not my actual place in the manor. So I have two places.
It's like a larger residence for guests, but it's right next to like your courtyard in your residence.
Okay,
Your residence has like a larger courtyard and like an archery range.
Okay, but I mean I'm just in my residence, right? Or am I in the guest?
Yeah, you could if you wanted to. You could.
Yeah, I mean it's like one like I mean
Yeah.
it's right next, right? I'll just
Yeah,
shower
yeah,
there
yeah.
instead, be in my
Yeah.
room. Yeah, but when I'm all, nice and clean, freshened up, wearing all of my fucking royal, I don't know, my stupid
Yeah.
formal clothing or whatever the fuck I have to wear when I'm at home.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Looking
actually,
very-
just
very
right after we clean it up, we go back to sweating it up in the courtyard.
I mean, would there
away.
be? I mean, they could. I mean, I assume they could spar in the courtyard, but there would be an actual dedicated training area. Like,
Yeah, they,
Be like
they
a
would get
dojo?
dedicated. Yeah,
Yeah,
there is like
yeah.
a like a
Where I
dojo. There is
train,
a
man.
yeah there is like instead of courtyards
Go then, let's go.
specifically
do some-
training.
Let's go do some.
Sen, and essentially you would know like all your not the youngest ones, but like when they come at age, the residents, when they have a private residence, they would essentially have an archery range on their fucking
yeah,
place.
but for an actual martial art dojo, that would
Yeah.
not necessarily
Yeah.
be the case, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
I'll ask like a servant to like show Tang in a way to like to the dojo. I'll let them. I mean, I'll like kind of like subtly like impart the knowledge they are also members of Sword and Sword, so like they don't think they're two random people,
Yeah.
Like
Not
I'll
actual
like kind of slip
peasants.
it in as like I'll like do perhaps some,
Yeah, a young servant child like quite with bright eyes like
Yeah.
leads them off towards the dojo.
Well, I'll ask. Well, okay, Sen, you can't. I guess you have to go to your folks, right? You can join us.
yeah, perhaps I'll be able to join you in a bit.
All right. Oh, you gotta do
Oh,
the
we
arrows.
can
Then,
train.
you
I can
promise.
train. I can train to try and catch your arrows then.
Yes, everyone
Right.
wants to train it. It'll be a
Yeah.
wonderful test.
Take turns. Hey, you wanna come as well? I noticed you didn't really like the whole talking part.
Doesn't distress me that badly.
Okay, well, we'll be in the dojo if you change your mind.
Fair enough.
So, Wei and Tang, you go towards dojo and training area and go and get sweaty again. Faye and Sen, you do need to wait for another like after you cleaned up and everything. You need to wait for another like 20 minutes, half an hour, before the steward arrives once again and says that things seem to have calmed down. The Liang and your the Liang has returned to a confirmed guest residence for now, and your father and aunt are still in the hall if you wish to talk to them.
Excellent. I shall. Wait, I mean, with Faye still here, but like, I would kind of want it. Would I feel weird for Faye to come with me? Probably like the first time I see him again.
Oh, no.
It would be pretty weird for you to arrive with just Faye,
Yeah.
who is not only like a woman and like a person of like a person of the Faye family as well. It is would be kind of awkward, you would figure.
Yeah, I mean, also
Just
like perhaps
confirming the
perhaps,
rumors, that's right.
Perhaps I should see my father first, speaking with.
Oh, if I see how it is, I'll go to the dojo, Podrak, if that sounds good.
It's just so he doesn't get the wrong impression. I'm sure afterwards he'll be delighted to meet you. Faye.
Oh, I understand. I understand. The curse of your gender.
Exactly.
Well, to be honest, it's just as much because of transgender as it is for face. Like,
Well, I mean, I feel that was the joke I was making. I feel like historically it would typically be like blamed on my gender, but
yeah, it would definitely be blamed on your gender.
but I swept that,
Oh,
I
that
swept
woman
that
in the
around like a
boardroom,
like a
you know?
powerful feminist that I am. Now off you go.
Yep.
God, she got me. She got me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You head in. You see, you walk into the Great Hall, and it's large and tall ceilings, but it's quite flat, other than like the last like 15 feet. I'm so bad at feet meters. That would
3
be like,
meters?
yeah, last like 3
15
meters.
feet?
So
Yeah, there you go, 15 feet. There you go.
um,
Yeah,
would
that's
be
not bad.
like a
That's
bit.
fine, that's fine.
It would be like a step up, and have like a long table with.
It's like Zuko walking into like the fucking fire king.
Yeah, it is
Cold
essentially
War,
it is essentially that with the like on the lower part there is like 2 rows of
Pillars, fucking
yeah.
dragons on them or some shit.
yeah.
Fucking no.
But yeah, you see your father sitting there, and you see your aunt a bit to his side, and you see a couple of other people of the like you see an uncle, and you see some other relatives and high position people within the sense. And so
Prince Zuko returning to his dad.
Yeah. I just said that, Jack. Come on, man.
Oh, sorry, really? Oh,
yeah, and your father, he oh god, it's so feels so weird to describe him with only to you, but he's quite similar in looks than you. You would another person would clearly see the resemblance, but he is obviously quite a bit older, and a bit more like he looks a bit rougher, and he's a bit shorter than you as well. But he has another thing that differentiates him from you is he has very long hair compared to you.
My hair's kind of long, you know.
Yeah, your hair is kind of long, but he has like very long hair, like down to his what is it called?
That's cheeks.
Essentially, yes.
Waist?
It's actually
Hips?
waist.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, is it like if you cut your hair, it's when you lose the fight, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like,
But he has it like put up from
oh yeah, I got mine is still flowing
almost like a
down.
opponent
the
there.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
And,
would like, step forward, whatever the correct distance is, and like, bow, give all the fucking.
Yeah, you do all the fatherly greetings, and I guess you just walk over and sit down with your correct position in the
Yeah, if that's what I do, that's what I do.
Yeah. the correct position in the family.
I do everything correctly. That's what I do
Yes.
in this encounter.
Yeah, everything
Wow,
correctly.
D&D so easy.
Yep.
Yeah. When it's a setting literally only I'm familiar with, yes, that's really easy. It would be so easy for me to say like, yeah,
Where do you sit?
You
yeah,
ate with your left hand, your father
Yeah.
subjects you to death.
yeah, exactly. I could easily do something similar to that. Yeah, not far off actually. But yeah, and yeah, after you sit down, all the elders and whatnot greet you, and after all the formalities are over, your father speaks up and asks, how much have you learned of what have happened?
I say I have managed to learn more in a few short weeks than were possible in years here, to be quite honest. The experience I gained out there, dwarves that can be read about or even learned in the courtyards.
Yeah. He nods, and that is to be expected. Nothing. When it comes to the path that you have chosen, real world experience is the only way to do it.
Indeed, and the sect does not suffer fools. I believe if you try to join them, you are forced into this path.
What you would gonna say something like, that's why you're not part of it.
No, I'm respectful. I'm not gonna get my head cut off. Jesus.
Yeah, I was. Where the fuck is he going with this? Yeah. Yeah, gives another nod. I was quite surprised to hear that you entered Fujian. That city has been sealed for hundreds of years, abandoned by the kingdom.
Indeed, when I saw it firsthand, I could see devastation that occurred there, and how perhaps it would have been better if it had been kept secret.
You see, all the other than your aunt, who seems a bit distant-minded, the others seem quite interested in the subject, and well, is it still unsealed? Still a danger to the kingdom?
I believe it should not be in the near future. Myself and my brothers and sister of the sect were able to squash the magic that was reanimating the unfortunate dead in that place. The superior brother of the sect was tasked with retrieving a separate object that I believe they were going through a more brute force approach. When I left, they and a band of mercenaries were attempting to eliminate every undead left.
That is good to hear. I've already sent word to the Emperor, who will most likely send his own informants over there.
Indeed, it is a foul place, so caution should still be kept.
Yeah, he nods again. What do you know of the current situation with the Assyrian Empire?
Frightfully little, to be frank, even when I say, my studies in the geopolitical situation were not my best aspect of my work, and since my travels, I admit most of it had been pushed even further from my mind.
That we have had many smaller battles going back and forth on the border for quite some time now. Your aunt, a commander of the royal forces. There was an incident quite recently. Some members of some lower clans decided to despite orders not ambush a member of the imperial family of the Asura Empire. The seventh.
I see. Is it, by the way, Patrick, so occasionally you use clans, occasionally you use families? Is there an actual difference, or is it just like...
Clans is normally, I guess, that it's larger. Like it's like
sure.
like a multiple families that are like following one main branch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Like if you would say the imperial family in this part, it would be like the emperor and his children.
Okay, so
But
yeah.
if you would say like the Huan clan, which is the Huans are the imperial family, it would like include the emperor's
so
brother and
some like
direct descendant.
Yeah. But the people who did on our side were a member of a clan, so that could be like a smaller family who made
small.
But if they did, it would still be under the name of the like head of the clan. Like, would it still be the same? Like, would they look at it the same as if the family themselves had done it?
It depends. If there are families, just straight up families, they might not actually be big enough to be called a clan and just be a family.
But here, like, what was the clan that attacked the Empire's family? Like, what clan was it? Sorry,
he didn't say. He said like members of multiple small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
It is said that it was the seventh prince the ones who was attacked. He
Seventh Prince.
has been hailed as quite a genius and a fawn to the one that to the first prince, who they believe would be the next emperor. However, it seems he is still alive, but crippled in some way.
I see.
So,
Wait. Spot-check. I want to double check I got this right. Someone from the Gui Empire, like a clan from
Yes.
there, attacked the clan from the Empire, but they attacked the seventh prince.
They
who
attacked. They attacked. You're in the border. They ambushed the seventh prince against the orders of your aunt. They attacked. the seventh
okay.
prince.
But then you're saying the seventh prince was actually the one who's contesting the. Okay, so they were.
Yeah. So the seventh prince is contesting the throne
Is
of
the
the
first?
one,
Is the first prince like kind of one where the Gui Empire kind of like we want that guy to be the Empire because he's not that scary kind of thing?
You get the impression that your father, when he calls the seventh prince a genius, he means it.
Okay,
Like,
so it would be a scary person to have as a vice.
Yeah, he might very well been a scary person to have.
Yeah.
Um,
So he's left crippled, but still under the Empire's control.
he was able to escape with his entourage, though most of them died. The problem does not lie in his survival exactly. The problem lies in the attack itself. It gives it will give the emperor the emperor of the Asura a excuse to do more drastic actions at the border.
Understandable.
And it also, as these people were under the direct command of your aunt, it also implicates our family. And as the entourage of the seventh prince was mainly people of the Liang family, this is why they have a messenger who has arrived here.
And what was the results of the meeting?
Put it simply, they want your aunt to go to the Asura Empire to face justice there. Which,
My aunt's still in the room, right?
yes,
How did she react to this statement? I did like flick a glance towards her.
she seems like quite a hardened veteran. She is, she's a celestial,
Yeah.
but she doesn't have like the golden white hair that you guys have.
Noticed.
Yeah, she has. It's quite a bit darker, but she still has like the shiny eyes. And she's quite a tall woman.
So she's sort of like, if that's what.
That's the situation. I'm
Yeah,
like, she seems to. If she had a powerful reaction to it, she's long gone past the.
Okay. I kind of nod slowly. I was like, did we have any, and we had no success in talking them through some other path?
No, it would appear that the Liang family has gotten pressure themselves from the ones, and though I hear that they are pushing that pressure one level down, they have another family who had some people in the troop who were the main ones who survived. Most of the youngs died, but one of the soldiers survived alongside a couple of members of the Fey family.
Yeah, I raise an eyebrow. I see. I imagine by now you may be informed to who my guests were that I had brought to our home.
Yes, I was informed. I'm quite surprised that you would make such a companion on your way.
Once you are on the path to the sect, I believe it seems almost right to leave behind boundaries like that.
Indeed, as though you will always be a member of the Sen
Of course.
family. They just once you within the sect and following the sect's directions, I would not think to be affected by the politics of the empires.
I know. But is a, well, perhaps not necessarily an unfortunate coincidence, but a coincidence.
Indeed. I don't know how long it will take before we're able to get him to leave. It might take a couple of days. He is sure to go to the Emperor in due time. And whatever we say, it will most likely be dragged through the mud before it's presented in front of the Asura Empire. We will not be giving up your aunt, however. No matter, even if these men were below her and under her orders, they did not follow them. And as is the way of that, they have been executed way before your aunt even returned, and their families are currently under trial by the Emperor. It is uncertain what will become of them, but as I do not believe the Emperor is on the best of moods right now, I suspect they will not. Their family names will be removed from the capital, at the very least.
Does the Emperor side with us on this matter?
I would not presume his will, but he has. But he has yet to bring an edict for your aunt's arrest or similar. We have gotten pressure from other noble families, but for now we are keeping strong.
I see.
How long do you plan to stay?
Originally, the plan was to stay for a day or two to remember some of the luxuries of my past life and visit old friends, and then to return to the sect and begin my training once more.
All right. If there's our resources are stretched thin at this time, but if there's any aid you need, just ask. But we will not implicate you in this unless that is your desire. Also, be sure to greet your mother.
Of course.
She was not all too happy when she heard that you waltzed through the city without.
Yeah, I winced a little bit.
Yeah.
But my mind was clouded at that time. But I will, of course, see her.
You're young. It's understandable, and yeah. And they essentially keep this.
Yeah, I like politely go to excuse myself. But as I leave, I will kind of
My takeaways here, I'll be right back.
I will mention once more. I will say, obviously she's of the Azure Empire. I don't know what that means. Fei Yue is a capable woman, smart woman, and one who I have been honored to call my companion during the times I just think this is important to remember that there is good on both sides.
Yeah. Though I would tell you not to speak such sentiments outside these halls.
Of course.
We are already aware of your Faye's connection to the F-Zero Empire and the station in the family. We do not. No one. We do not fear her influence here. Do not worry.
Good. Then I will leave you to your matters. And I, respectfully bow and leave the room.
Yep.
Oh man, let me go do some kickboxing. Way more fun.
Yeah. So you
So
head off to
I'm
the
not,
dojo.
I'm not going all out in the
Get
dojo,
some food.
but they said, we could destroy things. So there's gonna be some holes in the wall. There's gonna be some, some burns, mannequins over there, some training dummies.
Yeah, some fucking some targets like the arrow instead of shooting arrows, you just fucking shoot lightning bolts at them.
Yeah, so that only like the lower half remains, that kind of sizzle.
Way is doing kickboxing
Yeah,
without
you're like fighting the dummies that fight back, that like that.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the spinning ones.
Yeah.
Wait, Sam. What we could do is we could try to find the same dummy to get, training. But I tried at the same time, it makes your alignments harder, and I need to try to dodge your line. That way, we get to train our cooperation.
Because I'm very bad at dodging. But if
Yeah,
I'm
I need to dodge
helping
your
you
line.
dodge,
Yeah, I'm.
Right.
You fight normally. I'm trying to kick the thing while I dodge your linings, and you try to aim past me to the thing.
all right, you're giving me permission. Let's go.
Okay,
Yeah,
you keep on fighting. Yeah, so you guys keep on doing that. About 35 minutes later, after you guys arrive, you see Faye arrive.
Was that much later? I thought I got kicked away to the cub pretty quick there.
Well, you have to,
Like you got. It was like 20-30 minutes, and then you had to walk all the way to the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, we waited around a while. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you arrive at a partially, not mostly destroyed dojo.
A lot of the trading equipment has been singed by lightning, and
or being chopped off, being cut to pieces by kicks and all.
yeah. For some reason, he's using the slashing damage from the vest, even though it's just training. Like it's crazy.
Hey, Faye. This place is great for training,
Is it great for training, Potrack? I'll be the judge of that.
It probably was great before you arrived, but they destroyed most of the stuff. So.
What? These fools.
Yeah,
guess
at least tags are drenched in sweat again.
Yeah, there is a like.
They
There are obviously
Guys,
still,
I think some of
there's
this equipment's
still
supposed to be reusable.
Yeah, there's still training dummies. There are some like humanoid training dummies with like pressure points on them. There's like there's a shooting range and. Yeah.
Blaze
There's some
can
good
do
stuff,
the. Blaze very as he's talking, he's very much just jumping on place, ready to go more.
There's
Oh,
like
boy.
there's just straight up weights like that, all stuff.
It's been a while. I had a dummy for a bit.
Okay, we had a dummy for a bit.
If you wanna, you can also try to with me. Hey. What harder than
okay.
living opponent?
Okay, what if I stand here, right? And I'll tense my stomach as hard as I can, and you try and kick me.
Okay, we can try that too.
You guys have
Hit.
fun. I hit the dummy.
Well,
What time of day was it?
Let's roll this kick.
Oh god.
like you arrived like mid-ish day. It's actually starting to get pretty late at this point.
This is at the start of your retraining, right?
What is it?
Go of the retraining.
Yeah, this is not. Oh yeah,
No.
they,
It's not because you don't have a teacher. but
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's like this is not retraining way still. So
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
way swap weekend is gonna be soon. Also he can't do rage because rage is part of Trinket, you know. So this is a week away. So let's just roll a normal.
Wait, I'm even wait to training grounds when I leave.
Oh, fuck,
Oh,
I think that
well,
hits.
that's a natural one. So Wade
Oh,
missed
yeah.
it, dude.
Natural one always misses. Sadly.
It would hit, but yeah.
Ah, boy. Okay, this is weird. I normally do this multi-rank. Let me try again. And try to do a kickflip this time instead.
Kickflip, yeah.
Oh, you
But
gotta do
that would-
kickflips, yeah.
A
Does
kickflip.
27 hit?
Yeah. Where do you hit me with a kickflip?
I mean, you said in the chest. That's where you wanted to hit. So
Yeah, yeah, okay. Just hard to imagine the kickflip.
You can make it hit whatever you want.
Like
Yeah, I'll
it
take
does
it.
like a leaping kickflip, you know?
All right, maybe we get one of the servants to stand there.
Only if they're
As
vulnerable.
you say that, you see all the servants like leave the room. They immediately all leave.
They don't seem to be voluntarily joining us training.
Yeah, like the servants all seem like pretty meek. Like even like the steward, he seemed to be like yeah, he's like just an old man. He seemed to be like pretty intelligent, but other than that, he doesn't like.
All right, hit me with 1 week spell. Let's try again. And I'll let you kick me for a bit.
Okay.
It's not lethal damage. You're used to it. So yeah. So after that conversation, you went to the training ground as well, Sam? Yeah.
We have to find everyone.
Yeah. So you arrived at the dojo and the training grounds. You see.
Warzone.
Yeah, you just see the war zone that they have left. A lot of training dummies have been singed or cut, and their Faye seems pretty respectful, like fucking punching a dummy. But
I've been in a dojo
Singed.
before, like
Singed, what the fuck?
yeah, they've been shooting it with lightning. What do you think?
Yeah.
You said that we could
Guys.
destroy stuff.
Did I say that? I don't remember saying that.
You never did.
No.
Some, you know, some
I
dance in the
I don't-
walls.
like technically, I suppose he didn't particularly give you permission to destroy his stuff.
I said this.
It doesn't matter really if you were to accidentally destroy anything. It wasn't like permission to destroy things on purpose.
Yeah, it's like I'm worried about
What's the
damaging them.
difference?
I'm like, don't worry about damaging them. It's different than I'm gonna damage them on purpose. You know?
I don't see the difference.
Okay.
Yep, that's fair enough. Minor boy.
As you. So when I come in, I'm like quite pensive looking. You know?
Oh.
Like, you are.
As you're like more tense, Wade calms a little bit. Like, okay, what happened? So, you see him. He's still jumping because he's more adrenaline, but he's like more calm.
I kind of absentmindedly go through, you know, like fucking martial arts stance and whatever against, like, you know, if I can striking dummy while I'm talking, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, the meeting actually went fine. It was nothing of that. But there's troubling news. I don't know how much of the conversation you were listening to with my cousin along the road, but the activity along the border with the Azora Empire had recent problems. Kind of look, is like Faye also in the room? Sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I glance and look at you as I say it. My aunt was in command of a group of clans, smaller families who were. They were just like patrolling the border, right? That's what I would call it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, who were patrolling the border, you know, marking out the land. But a group of the smaller families took the notion to their head to attack the seventh prince of the Azora Empire in an ambush.
I see. and that's created a thorny situation politically.
Indeed, even though it was against the orders of my aunt, she was still the commanding officer, and as such, the Emperor is calling for her head, I suppose, as it were. My family refused to give it. I look at
What is being done, if not handing her over?
Further negotiations with the ambassador of the house. We'll be unsure where they lead, and if the Emperor, the other Empire, is willing to go to full-out war to get what he wants.
Have the soldiers face justice?
Indeed, the soldiers have been executed, and the families that were directly involved in the attack have been excommunicated by the Emperor, or probably will be. My father seemed fairly sure on the issue.
That will placate something, but this isn't the kind of thing that just blows over, is it?
No, and Faye, I have more troubling news. In the ambush, most of the members were of the... What's the house called? The Huang?
Liang.
What's that?
Liang.
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 And that is the Emperor house, like the...
No, the Huang is the Emperor.
Huang is the Emperor, but the...
And Liang
the
is
Emperor's
the...
seventh prince was traveling with the Liang family. The Liang
yes,
house.
so the
You
entourage...
know why?
The entourage of the...
Sorry, I know it.
You don't have... No one has knowledge
Okay.
nobility, do they?
Okay. Well, maybe.
I think you've been made...
No.
Like,
One day
laughing
when I
at the
level up,
fact
I'll put a
that,
point in it. One day when I level up. Okay, but
you don't sure. Actually,
main-
Faye,
Yeah.
this would be common knowledge for you.
I
So you
see.
can definitely do a knowledge.
would it be common knowledge
nobility.
for him that when I say the seven princes have been ambushed, that his family would have been involved, or her family would have been involved?
That the Liang family, that his family might be involved with the seventh prince might be common knowledge. Would in what way that is? It would be common knowledge for Faye. So you can do a knowledge, knowledge nobility, and don't roll below 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a less than 50% chance.
Yeah.
So I can go.
Yep.
Oh, 50-50.
Who knows
Yeah,
anything?
Yeah.
I look at you blankly.
Yeah. You recognize something about the seventh prince, but you have no idea how that is
Well,
connected to your family.
Apparently, the seventh prince was traveling with an entourage of the Liang family, as well as some of your own Fae, some of the Fae family. So they were involved in the attack.
Do you know who?
No, right? I don't know. I mean, I was listening to the
You
conversation
don't
for
know.
a while.
No,
right?
you.
Like,
Yeah, you. You would know that they're like, some like direct descendants of the Fae family, but exactly how they're related to like, you would know that Fae. You would have told the others that you're like the daughter of the leader of the Fae family, right? Or
If anybody had like demonstrated even the slightest inkling that they cared, yeah.
Yeah. You have no. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that they are descendants of the Fae family. They're not like just soldiers that are hired by the Faes. They are trained by the Faes.
Oh, okay, so they are actual members. Of
They're
the family,
actual. Yeah, they are actual members. You would probably believe with how entourages work and such. I say entourage, which sounds like this might be like 8 people. There's probably like 100, and like most of them are like soldiers trained by respective families and whatnot. So you would probably believe that they are members of Fae family, and each of them have like a number of trained warriors under them that follow them around, and they all work together to protect them.
Okay, yeah.
Quick question. Every noble family has like only trained soldiers, right? There wouldn't be like a calling up of the peasants or whatever to fight for them. Unless they got real desperate, right?
In actual wartime, there would definitely be like cult arms or militia and whatnot. In this, when there's more of like a Cold War kind of thing, it is like 99% like trained.
regiments.
Yeah, it's more or less just trained war.
I like when Fae also know. I'm like, no, I'm afraid not. Do I know that? But I know like the rough number. Do I know rough number family they would have been? Like when I was like listening in.
Yeah, you would like a half a dozen of members of the.
Half a dozen members, okay, and then they had soldiers below them.
Yeah, and then they have soldiers.
So actually, man, I'm not sure who. I think perhaps half a dozen real members of your family. Soldiers who work to you.
How many members does
Bigger,
family
yeah,
have?
I'm big as my family. 8.
Depends how far out you go. Like
Your last one.
it depends how far out you go. Like your mother is a concubine, so obviously there's like a head wife as well. And
I got like fucking.
I need to go back to your.
It's like your 8th cousin, man. Don't worry about it. I'm more related to you than they are.
And we all
Not
got
entirely impossible, I suppose. Yeah. So
Gotta be
like.
impossible, that's-
Yes.
Yeah, get some water.
Like it might vary. You would know that among like there in the Fae family that actually like lives and works within Heishinshin, within the city. Like the furthest away would be like a second cousin. But you do know that you have many uncles and you have many aunts,
You don't really care about them.
and they also have many children. So like there are multiple dozens in total that have the surname Faye.
Ah, so I'm a
When
little
your
worried, but
family
not that
died?
worried.
You know.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Faye.
Yeah, that sucks. Thankfully, probably not close family.
From what you've learned
Probably
from just the casual talk of the servants, you would probably figure the Fae family is bigger in like main family line than the Sen family is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Yeah. You know, yeah.
I,
They left.
Well, just to know about you, this doesn't change how I feel about our personal relationship.
I nod.
But
I hope that is true.
So, are you then
Wait.
gonna do something about this wedding, or when I
I
guess
don't
Faye-
understand what's happening. Is our home in danger, Faye?
It's your home in danger.
it's unlikely to come to that
I'm a small
kind of
village, but I'm
conquest.
still from the Isura Empire.
It's unlikely to come to that kind of conquest, but the situations can flare into conflicts that could cost hundreds or thousands of lives if allowed to stew and cool heads don't prevail. What is I suppose you don't have any reason to tell me what the next move of your people will be.
I will be straight. I do not think we are sure ourselves of further negotiations with the ambassador from the Liang family, and then I know my father is not willing to give up Manard. I do not know what will happen.
I can't remember where I got this impression from, like in the past, something was said, but is the Asura Emperor a bit of a hothead? Or have I have I made that up? Or was that with someone like else we talked about?
Bit of a racist, right?
a bit of a racist.
It's a racist. I feel like at some point someone
You
was like,
know that, like they're definitely more hot-headed in general, just from their the essential youth of the empire. In like their ambition, they're very ambitious. They're a very ambitious empire compared to the other three. So you would think that they probably will take the chances to grow if they can. Whether or not he's hot-headed in the fact that he would take unnecessary risks, you would know that.
Okay. I'd say, look, my emperor, he's got a lot to prove, and he's ambitious, but I don't think he would needlessly risk open war with the Gui Empire. It's just there's no advantage in it. What would he seek to gain?
right?
It would just be more territory that would have to be purged of minorities.
No, I
Let's talk
mean,
somebody else.
thinking about my past, I'm pretty sure they've already started that, you know. I am kind of curious of how this plays out. Well, I'm curious to be within there, figure out what my family happens. I'm still to know what happened to my people. But
Yeah, if it comes to
Eventually.
war, I have to go home as well. I have to protect my sister.
You have a sister, Tang?
Yeah, she's part of the reason I even came on this journey.
You've
Like my
mentioned her
family.
before?
I don't think
Yeah.
so, but this is
I
her
think
necklace.
it's Manipula. Wow.
Hmm.
Her name is Izumi. I hope you meet her sometime.
Hopefully non-war.
You should probably kick our asses.
What level is she?
He's a 20th level miner.
Immortals, well.
Minor, like, young person, right? Not minor,
Both.
like... Oh, God.
Both.
dual class minor. It's a guest out character.
Oh man.
The canary feet.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I do not think there's much at least I can do though, but I think just saying we need to keep a close eye on the political situation in the lands. While we are up in the mountain, we must remember where our boots lie.
Yeah, Faye doesn't really say anything. She kind of is thinking. Seems troubled, like, by the situation.
Yeah, Tang looks as if he's trying to think really hard.
How's
Can
it
I see
work?
that face? Yeah.
Is he succeeding?
He's making noises. I look kind of worried about him. Are you okay, Tang?
Yeah. You can almost hear clockwork, and you're like, what is that?
But then
Never
the clock
heard
is
it
like,
before.
the gears are grinding, coming to a halt, and it's
Yeah,
just...
never actually heard
Locked up.
gears before. What's that?
Locked up.
Yeah.
Wow, this would be a great time for a drink, you know. I don't really think that.
I mean, here's some water.
Guess I could drink water.
Maybe it'll grow on you.
Glug. No, this doesn't feel anything. Really doesn't give me any power.
Well, while I'm here, there's a couple of things I wish to do, but I will see you again in the evening. You know, it's still a few hours of daylight, right?
A bit left.
What's it?
A bit left.
A bit left? Okay, kind of, I want to go see if I can find a couple of people. I want to go see, one is I want to go see whoever would be like the, I guess the Fletcher for our family. Like if we have someone on the residence who would be in charge, you know, like keeping bows and arrows in good condition.
Yeah, you would like the head to the armory kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have no idea, you know, which one's closer, but I also want to see if we have like a, I don't know if this is something we'll know, or if we just have like, you know, a scholar or somebody, but like somebody who would know the most about like a key or like and just like kind of that sort of energy. I basically want to ask whoever I think would know most about what's happening in the bayou. Whoever I think like, would know the most about that.
You would probably think your grandfather knows the most about that.
Okay, yeah, I also want to see Granddad, you know.
Mm.
So I'll kind of, you know, I'm excited to do that. I'll do that first.
Okay.
Or use your Dr. Kane voice.
You can use it.
Yes. It's
That's
always.
my granddaddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, so go.
you see, in new empire, every elderly man eventually talks like this.
That's
That's
how
the
I
future
wanna
of
go.
Sun right here.
One day I'll be like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
sorry, in the meantime, I'll try and improve Faye's
Or
hand-to-hand
remove
combat.
You want to what?
I need to go
And
back
improve
from
your
that.
hand-to-hand
Go ahead
combat
and-
because it hasn't been looking too impressive.
Yeah, my hand-to-hand combat's a little on the weak side.
You guys can try to punch me. I'll probably dodge all of it, but you know.
I attack at a +11.
I think I should.
yeah,
Did you want to learn
let's
how to
double
dodge
team.
bullets?
Okay, you take a
Dodge
shot at
this.
me, okay.
Maybe. Wait, how fire resistant are either of you?
Wait, actually, I think we're pretty fine.
Why are
Low
you
fire
fire?
resistant.
How are they on fire resistant? What the fuck?
I've
Okay.
got a living lightning flame inside of me, bitch. I've 10 fire
That's
resistance.
lightning. Why
You have
isn't
10
there
fire
electricity
resistance? So, like, a 46 + 4 wouldn't do much damage to you.
Is that what you mean?
Depends, yeah.
So, question.
Average on if you.
Without magic or with magic? What you want?
I've got some lay on hands. Here, dodge these. Well, so what's like a reasonable distance to stand apart? Like 30 feet?
Okay.
Okay. And I'll cast spells at you and you can dodge them.
Okay. With barkskin or without bark? Oh, player hands is touch. Okay, yeah. Alright.
Oh,
I'm gonna touch
should we
AC.
do like Faye on one hand, me on the other hand, way in the middle, we're just blasting him?
And then,
Oh shit, motherfucker.
then can shoot an arrow as well. That's fine.
No.
But I thought I was blasting you.
The whole party shooting. Okay. Okay. Well, if you shooting arrows, I'm gonna do this and say.
I'm off doing my.
Yeah, wait. Sounds
Okay. Alright. But you
What's
are
this though?
casting doesn't touch, so I'm gonna way cast Sparkskin on myself before you do that. But yeah.
But touch AC.
That's
though, man.
classes touch though. Yeah.
Oh, that's a touch. Is it touch?
Zap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Zap.
a touch.
Does it zap you with touch?
No,
without being drunk?
only two. No, Buckskin doesn't give touch, so those actually do both.
Man, he's gonna die and then Chris lightning bolts him at the same time, Monka.
No, I don't. He's not fire, isn't it? I'm lightning bolting Tang. Oh, firebolting Tang rather.
Okay. I thought
By
Ray was in the
firebolt,
middle.
I
I
misunderstood. that part.
firebolt over. Yeah, but I mean, I just shoot past him. I mean,
Cover, baby.
Scorching Ray.
I'm pretty easy to hit. I've got 17 AC. I think.
Oh, 17 and he misses.
16.
Oh wait. No, yeah, I'm
But it
17.
actually fires a second ray.
Oh, okay. So that one hits.
21 fire damage.
Tang.
So 11.
Tang, as you get hit by that, you feel that the fire, the living flame can't actually resist the fire,
Oh,
and you
fuck.
take the full damage.
I'm already handing over to you at this point, and I'm like, whoa, it worked. Sorry, I just really wanted to test that. And
Okay, so
Yeah.
he knew it would like not resist.
Yeah,
It's
and,
hilarious.
yeah, you feeling a searing heat from the fire.
That's rude.
Oh, by the way,
That's
when,
strong.
how was the roll? When do I get the rolls to recover the lost levels? That was the thing, right?
Oh,
'Cause
you
I-
lost
Oh,
it
every day.
what? I
Yeah,
just
but I
had you
didn't
for
roll really
18.
high for it.
Wow,
Just do
that's,
like
that's almost
easy.
everything.
Easy.
Does an extra 3d6? What the fuck?
You can
Right, that's my
roll
on hands.
Oh, that's
Uh,
in hands.
13
Yeah.
times.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
go
see.
ahead and roll 13 times. I have to check up what the actual save is.
You should roll stats with rolls like that.
It's like- I think it's
so
the same thing
17 is
as-
the highest I have here.
Yeah, 17 is the highest.
I think a lot of 17s though.
That's indeed a lot of 17s. So, what's your bonus?
What check was it? What save?
Uh,
I think it wasn't. I think it was a flat save of some kind. Like wasn't even a proper
No,
save.
I think no.
It's
It's
against,
just-
it's against the normal thing. It's against what it normally would be when you get hit by it.
it's like fort, right?
Yeah, it's a fort save.
The DC is just like you're doing the save against your initial effect.
Yeah, you do the same.
What
So
is
I actually need to check
six?
out what the.
I bought this +6, so
23.
Plus
But you have a minus 1
23?
thing? Oh no, this is including your native level, right? Yeah.
that doesn't include my negative levels, no.
Okay, so yeah.
So +4 then on.
So 21.
Yeah, 21.
Negative levels. That's the one.
In the meantime, I'll be like, oh, Faye, can I try the same with you?
Yeah, I'm
Look,
like,
I've got the
I'm
power.
apologizing. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I knew my flames would burn more fiercely now. I just needed to test it out on someone who's actually resistant.
That's great. If you need to
Okay,
practice more,
okay. I stand
me
further
know.
away. Okay, hang on. What have I got? I got mage armor. I cast shield. I
no.
I key point. What else is gonna give AC?
Fucking damn it.
Like haste, key point, dodge, whatever, fucking everything. Okay, hit me.
Are you normal?
What's your AC just before I roll?
I don't know. It's like it's like close to 30. It's like
Total
28 to
defense.
30.
Okay, so
somewhere
I
there.
have plus 11, so like.
Nah, 20, baby.
Alright, wait. So
But is
wait,
it gonna
so now I have
touch?
some
My touch might
bonuses.
be low.
And if I haste myself,
Yeah, that's just pretty low because mage
It's you.
armor
It's you when I cast haste on myself.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Go.
fair. Cancel it out.
alright.
What is it?
Okay, and then I have plus 4 still, so I have plus 15, so I could hit you. Okay, so first, yeah, I'll try a touch AC, see if that works.
Oh, that's easily gonna hit my touch AC. That 27.
Yeah, okay, so lightning blast gets past the
Tell
defenses.
me.
23, I think, probably does not with all the. Yeah,
Mage armor doesn't help.
No, sorry,
Mage
sorry.
armor is
it-
Yeah,
it's
but
not
shield-
Oh,
touch.
there we go. Okay, I
But
found it.
the like a lot of the I gained like
What
dodge
was the
bonus,
what
like,
was
Jacko, you
your
need to
thing?
change
bonus,
it.
yeah.
With 17?
Yeah.
21.
21.
Oh fuck. We're gonna get someone to do preservation. God damn it.
I need to double check this thing if I actually fucking
Okay, and then
de-leveled it a bit or something.
I'll try my my big boy.
So I
one.
take 20 from the zap. Okay, I'll take 20 from the zap. Wait, now you got a big boy one?
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, I'll
Listen,
just.
I can gather my power. It's just hard to focus into
No.
one area. And I'll try and hit you with it.
21 is
No,
sadly
it's
not enough.
Yeah,
hit the
I-
wall
I
again,
remember
like make another
really
little
high.
hole in it.
Oh, hey,
Can I
that was a
do
big one.
or can I even do it with a 20?
No. But you would automatically succeed with a 20.
No, I don't think so. Not on skill, not on saving.
Be right back.
Not
Yeah.
on saving throws, right? In Pathfinder
Yeah,
1.
pretty sure saving
Pathfinder
throws,
2
yeah.
you do, but not Pathfinder. Well, Pathfinder 2 it's on to be higher, but not.
Yeah, Pathfinder 1.
Oh man, restoration's so expensive though. You need to use like a diamond.
Don't worry about it. There's always a sect, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that-
pay them for a diamond.
We're not
I
necessarily.
mean, surely the Zan family has some diamonds, you know?
Yeah, we'll sell them to you for 98%.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna tell you it's the same DC as a Lizard Death, so it's 29.
Oh, 29. Pretty high.
With a +4.
Pretty hard.
Yep.
Do I find my wait, which one's closer did you say? The armor?
Grandmaster Way in the armory would be.
Grandmaster.
Not Way. It's Way.
Grandmaster Way. Wait, he's in the armory. What the hell?
Surprise, I'm family.
Most of the actual things, by the way, that Fae used to defend don't help Thatcher, you see? Much
Oh,
all.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
shield is armor,
Fae,
shield is shield armor, basically. And mage armor is armor, and neither of them help.
We'll go with Shoe.
Shoe.
Grandmaster
Mr.
Shoe.
Grandmaster Shoe. Yeah, you know, walking. Like, he's a grandmaster, I'll be respectful, you know, like a fucking.
Yeah.
He's- he's
fucking.
He's pretty fancy. Is he like an actual member of the family, or would you work for us?
He works for you.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I'd go
He's
with
like,
him.
he's like an old dude, but he's
Grandmaster Shoe. It's good to see you.
young master. It's been quite some time before I met you before.
Indeed, I have a difficult piece of work that I'm hoping perhaps you could use your expertise to help me with. I kind of, as I do that, I kind of like, you know, take the fancy new bow off my like shoulder and like lay it on like, you know, I guess it's like a work table.
Okay. He comes over and he, you see his gaze turns pretty serious as he's like examining the craft. And I'll give him a bit of a roll here. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, he pretty quickly figured this out and this is quite ancient.
Indeed, it is a remarkable piece of craftsmanship. However, not quite suited for me, at least at the moment. The draw strength is slightly lacking. I was wondering if you were able to make it more suited for myself.
Yeah, he picks it up. I'll need a couple days. I'm guessing you wish to keep the formations, giving it its special properties.
Indeed, just the draw itself needs to be changed, and I will be exceedingly happy.
Very well. I don't know how long you'll be staying here, young master, but if you leave before I'm finished, we're able to get it up to the sect if you desire.
I have no idea. I am not sure how long it will be, so that would be appreciated.
Yeah. I don't know how long either. I haven't checked the rules yet.
Of course, I will be patient. But you know, I will leave it in your capable hands.
Yeah. So what do you actually want to make? It's a short.
So like right now, it has like all whatever the complicated shit is on it. Basically, I want to make it from a longbow into a composite longbow, which I think by the rules, the only like actual crafting so done is the difference in price between a normal longbow and a composite longbow. And it basically
It's just making it, I think, tight, like the string tighter.
Yeah, but I think by the map, like you'll be however long it takes to do. You get a certain amount of gold a day, right? Is how it works in crafting. I want this to be a composite longbow plus what's my strength? +2. So basically, it would be 300 gold instead of a normal longbow, which is 75 gold. So So technically, it's actually a decent increase, like in gold.
225 gold.
Yeah. But I mean,
increase
compared
value.
to, yeah.
This 225, and this guy is a really good craftsman. Let's see how
Nice.
long.
That's what I love to.
Take Pathfinder.
So.
So what do other people? Okay, so while you're doing that and while you're meeting your grandfather, and you guys are training in the dojo, you see a female servant walk into the yard, and she sees Tang and Wei training on their own, and Faye a bit of the side, and she turns to Faye and the mistress of the house wishes to meet the three of you, or have invited you to her residence.
The mistress of the house, you said that.
Yeah.
She told Faye, right, who was a bit
Yeah.
far away. Yeah, okay.
Well, we would be rude to decline, of course.
She gives you a smile like, yes, you would.
Let me gather my companions and make them presentable. It will take a moment.
Yeah, she nods and she walks over to the door of the door.
I gather my companions and make them presentable.
Okay, yeah. You fix up their clothes, but they're covered in sweat. Not really that much.
What are you
about
doing?
that.
Just let us go. It's
Hang on.
fine.
Like, there's a lot of text in my cantrip. Surely.
Okay, let's see if you can do something about them being incredibly sweaty.
There's surely prestidigitation does something.
Try someone off. You can
Chill, warm, or flavor.
Clean or soil
You can
items?
clean.
Items, that's their clothes. So not some.
Clean their
It can
clothes.
chill and
They
warm.
can wipe the sweat on their clothes and I can clean the clothes. So
It can chill and warm, and it can clean. So I think you can definitely make our clothes like clean.
Yeah, you make them not stink, presumably.
Yeah.
At least.
yeah, okay.
I deal with the worst of the issue in the time I have, and
Yeah, and after you gather, she gives you a nod and definitely starts walking in the direction of the mistress. Or not, she's not actually a mistress, but
let's go.
yeah,
You're
you
meeting?
The mistress of the house.
Is that like Sen's mother?
Is it? I don't think so.
if you would ever have talked to Sen about his family, then you would know that, yes. The
Well,
head wife of the Sun
yeah.
family is his mother.
There we go. Yep. Mama Zen.
Wait, we're meeting her without Zen? That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Probably for the best.
She's gonna talk about it
Yeah,
behind
and
back.
I just noticed a thing that you guys might find funny, but we'll
Let's go.
I don't find
Yeah.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
Faye.
So no,
Oh.
almost. You enter a quite luxurious courtyard. You see a beautiful celestial woman sitting on a chair with a table next to her with some tea, with some refreshments and cookies and stuff.
Cookies?
Living the good life.
Yeah. Pastries and stuff. Yeah, and you see a small child behind her, also a celestial. Maybe like in her around like 10, something like that.
Like kind of Exanta vibes.
That is making an attempt at with her hair, with the woman's hair, like dressing it up, putting up, and
Why I don't have hair.
yeah.
Do any of these have a resemblance to Zen?
You do indeed. The woman or they both seem to have some resemblance to San. You do, however, notice that the child doesn't really seem to have a resemblance to the woman. So they share different resemblances to San.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what his father looks like.
But from
obviously.
another mama.
And so yeah, you see after you essentially led up to her, and the maid or the servant greets her and calls her madam and introduces the three of you, and then she walks up and walks behind her, and she raises her gaze and looks towards the three of you.
What's her name?
She you would have heard her surname, which is Heng. Heng. So I guess Madam Heng would be.
Yes, Madam Heng.
Yep.
It is an honor. We've heard so much about you.
Yeah. She smiles and I somehow doubt it. And she turns around and you would recognize it as Celestial, but none of you speak it. But she is in an endearing voice, says something to the child, who perks up, and she shouts a name, and a young servant, and she together with her younger servant rushes out of there. And as they leave, another two servants come out and start fixing the disaster that was the mess of the hair. When my son left this place, I did not expect him to make friends so fast. Especially not bring them here so fast. What do you think? Yeah. What do you think of my son? As she looks straight at.
Nice guy.
Nobody shoots a bow more perfectly than him.
Wait. Anyone who
I was
is
cheating on that, by the way, guys.
somehow trying to deceive her or similar, just please do make rolls.
So I should have rolled bluff when I said
Hey.
heard all about you.
That's true.
I rolled sense motive, and there's no way you would have beaten sense
How
motive.
do you know my bluff is a whole +7?
Yeah. You still would have
My
beaten
bluff
even if you rolled
is.
a 20.
I don't have bluff skill. Turns out I don't actually have it on my character sheet. It's kind of gone into the void. Because
What do you mean?
there will be a point in time when way rolling a bluff is irrelevant.
Oh, you don't have any ranks in bluff?
I don't have ranks. I have -2,
You
and I have
disable it from your
disabled
character
on my
sheet.
character sheet.
Okay.
I disable all the social skills because there's no point in time when Way's social skills are going to be.
Disable.
Yeah.
What do you even disable a skill?
What?
What if I wanted you to roll it anyway?
You
Just
only
you
show
roll
it certain
that?
ones, so that's cool. I didn't know.
Yeah, you can disable certain skills from showing up. Like, you think you're never going to use them,
I guess, yeah.
which is all the charisma skills because Way's never going to use them.
Well, you can always try to lie. even
Yeah,
if
he
you're
can
bad
try,
at it.
but he doesn't seem to be a person that lies that much.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, so
Yeah,
you
he's
say,
real nice, especially for a noble.
and she glanced over to Wei.
No, Way already said that he's nice, like he said it right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Exactly with those words. Like he is.
She keeps looking at three of you.
I'll try and give you what is a diplomacy or persuasion.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Convince her that I'm a good guy.
You
I'll diplomacy the hell out of her.
Oh, and they're never gonna believe I'm a good guy.
Way's not gonna attempt any roles. It's just the way Way speaks is the way Way can be interpreted. However she takes that, that's the way Way goes.
okay? So it's actually Timo talking to her right now. Got it.
Well, I guess I can roll Ways. Let's see. It's gonna be horrible.
Well,
The whole point is he's meant to be
I-
horrible. The whole point is he's meant to be horrible, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you think you're saying he's a nice guy, you're actually saying fucking dick. Like, you know,
Yeah, I think with a 13, I definitely say it's a nice guy.
yeah, pretty good.
I think.
Yeah, she gives Faye a smile, and have you heard anything about the troubles we're having in the north?
Yeah, Faye really takes her time answering, and then she says, I'm not sure if that's an appropriate topic for us to discuss. Given the circumstances, there are diplomatic channels where things are being handled very carefully to avoid an all-out war, and even casually talking about it outside of that could be dangerous. I don't even really know the full facts myself, to be honest. Only what Zhen Bao you told me, and I'm not sure if he would have told me everything because of the personal nature of the conflict.
She looks at you seemingly a bit intrigued, and you not to take too much offense, but from what you seem a bit smarter than I heard.
I am a diplomat, not a scholar.
She nods. I would request that if you were to take missions from the sect in the near future, as I heard you're going to return that relatively soon with my Amphibian son, that you take the missions west of the mountain. The current situation would not be too good for either side. And if she stops herself. Faye.
Yes.
You hear?
Okay.
She does not seem to be. She seems to be like stops herself, and she seems to be thinking. But you still hear her voice.
Okay.
And you hear, I was requested to ask you to go greet the young ambassador that came here. Do with that as you wish.
Okay.
And,
having heard that, so she sort of like trailed off in her thoughts. So in the conversation, there's been like a bit of silence. So yeah, I'll instead of acknowledging that in any way, I'll just pretend like I didn't hear it and continue the conversation and say, I can assure you that if I choose to complicate that situation with my own personal involvement at all, I will not be taking Zhen Baoyu with me. If that is what your concern is.
I'm thankful for that, and I do hope that you other two would help my son not to get involved either.
Yeah, we'll keep him safe.
He is ambitious when it comes to our family. And I do not want him involved in this because others know it. And they also know, and they will also soon know how talented he is. The Gu Empire. A Gu Empire in turmoil is not a good place for a talented son.
I don't think he's interested in hitting anything other than dragons.
I'm sure of it, but I'm also sure that other things will come his way regardless. This
So we
world is
should
not one
head
full
to
of
east
dragons
then,
anymore,
right?
I'm afraid.
So we just go take missions on the east side, right?
West,
Side.
What side?
the west side.
East side, west side is that side, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We have him in
East
charge.
is
It's
right.
like the east side only.
If
you can't-
north is up, then east
Yeah,
side
okay,
is
no.
always our right side.
I'm my blind man. Because
Long
like to me,
Empire, nice
Feng
place to
Empire
come in,
sounds
yeah.
like very eastern thing. Like Feng to me just feels eastern, and that's kind of why what makes me.
I feel pretty eastern.
Long Empire, nice place this time of year.
Oh,
Fang
yeah,
Empire, all
we
dead.
can meet Long, the monk Long. I feel it like that.
Yep.
What was this actual? What's this on the map? Because this is
The
our.
entrance to the stairs up to the.
Yeah, that's the sword village and the sheaf village, respectively.
Okay. Yeah, and we are.
Tiny little marks. Dude, I can't
Yeah,
wait to take out
that
that dragon
marks,
finally. Man, he's
It's
Marks.
right there.
So yeah,
Oh, don't do
already
that.
done
The
it.
dragon's going to delete the fire at the same time.
it's fine. There's nothing there. Nothing there.
I simply want to give my request to you that you protect him well.
Our interests
But,
are aligned.
And I do hope that you don't actually tell. And I would also request of you not to tell him a part of the meeting here, if that would not
Aye.
be too difficult.
If you did any research at all, you would know that Tang has no capacity to keep secrets whatsoever.
Well,
No, only if there's a good
I'll-
reason.
I'll do my best to honor that, but Tang is almost certainly going to have told him by the end of the day.
well, hopefully I meet him before that. Anyway, I'll here. I'm just gonna check name. Oh, damn it! Damn it! Damn it all!
These empires are like, they call themselves empires. They're like kingdoms, really.
They're a lot bigger than the.
Yeah, they all spread out. This is just like where they all meet up, right?
Yeah.
This is the mountain, baby.
This is the Los
Ain't
Angeles.
no mount.
We're gonna see like a clip where we zoom out to like the world and just like fucking hundreds more mountain ranges this size, you know, and like
Yeah, this mountain range keeps going.
forever.
What's
Keeps going.
All the way
Southern
around the
North?
world, you know, it's a
Yeah.
belt. They
Is
call them belts.
it like is Southern North like kind of wilderness kind of places where people don't much go to? Or?
This is quite a lot of wilderness.
Dude, we should
The
become
long
explorers.
empire mostly expands in the west direction.
Oh.
The Gu Empire mostly expands a bit further south, but mostly there's a lot of islands that are technically Gu Empire.
Japan.
The Asura Empire expands mostly to the southwest along the mountain, but they also have a lot of mines and whatnot, which most of the riches come from in the plains
You
over
mean
here.
northwest along the mountain?
Hmm?
You said southwest. You said southwest. Do you mean northwest?
Northwest, yeah. Northwest.
Where's the actual border? Is it the river?
It's essentially normally you would probably say it's a river, like to here about, and then it cuts
okay,
through
so off further
the
south than I thought it was. Okay.
yeah. The hilly side here is quite an obstacle. Like this would be like this entire thing, other than some couple of roads, would all be quite difficult to march through.
Sure.
And but yeah, this river is essentially a thing. This is a very contested village, and but other than that, yeah. So it's a lot further south than you might think. But at the same time, the Gu Empire does have quite a bit of land in this direction.
Quick question: my town was like near the mountains for sure. Like,
Yeah, it's like over here, and then the temple's like over here.
okay.
My home is somewhere
Really
around
far
like
north, cool.
here, pretty much, right? I think it's along this
I
area.
probably said it was like over here somewhere.
I thought we were talking about it's on the side of Kuiba near the Asura.
Oh yeah, you're actually right. Yeah.
So it has to
Then
be
it might have been
somewhere
like in
in
this
this area.
direction.
Somewhere in this area.
Yeah, in like this forested area, I imagine.
Indeed.
But what else? Yeah, the Feng Empire does have. The Feng Empire is probably the one with the least, like medium-sized cities and whatnot. Like most of them are along this river, and obviously the capital, and then it has a metric crap ton of like very small communities to the north, and the large ones are really tightly packed, and
That's actually a really weird placement for capital. The other ones are next to a river, but that one is like in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. Too bad you know absolutely nothing about them.
Yeah, we will find out. You know, now Western.
Yeah, you do have an invitation.
Our
from
journey
the
to
royal
the
family to
west?
Amsterdam.
We have an invitation from the Feng family. Huh?
Yeah, you met the princess of the family.
Yeah.
Sure, we have. They should
Forgot
go.
about that.
You helped her out.
All right.
You helped them out.
So you guys just shoot
Yeah,
off
she tells she says Xiao Yi take them back to their residence. And the same servant that led you to this place essentially just signals you to come with her.
Man, that doesn't really sound like a mother that tucks you in at night, huh?
You say that in front
No, that's
of
really.
Madame Hang or at your way back.
I'll say it in front of the servant that's escorting us, but like, yeah, outside of the room at least.
Yeah, she's like, it's the place. She doesn't.
No, back to training, right?
Of course.
You guys go ahead.
Oh, you're gonna go
Yeah.
talk to that person? Okay.
Yes. That
Have
person
fun.
in the
Wait,
conversation
well,
happened entirely in my
yeah.
own
Oh,
head.
I know. You're right. Okay, no.
Yeah,
but-
you know nothing about
That
that.
Yeah, a little. Yeah. I thought, yeah, that didn't happen in Korea. Yeah, no. Wait. Yeah. They doesn't
You
say
guys
that.
go ahead.
Yeah. As they
So
they
can
leave,
keep a secret.
you see another servant that you saw inside with Madahang and the others, standing not too far away and then looking at you rather expectantly.
They're looking at me rather expectantly.
Yeah.
Expecting what?
Follow
I asked
think
them.
maybe
What are you
what we-
expecting?
Is there somewhere within the matter you wish to go?
Oh, right. Yes, out.
Yeah.
Wait, the Liangs aren't here, right? They'd be somewhere
No,
else.
no, they are within the they're within there.
Oh, they are. They're actually within the residence. Okay, well, yeah, wherever the Liangs are.
Yeah, she nods and starts and leads you there. Let's go back to Sen again. Sen, you go through the manor, and you're quite familiar with this road. No need for any servants to help you out.
Mhm.
And you find yourself to your grandfather's residence in one of the four corners of the Sen residence.
Nice.
It's quite it's built like almost on top of a small hill almost.
Mhm.
So you see your grandfather is sitting on God, I keep trying to think of the English word. I remember the Swedish word, and then I like think back
In Swedish, I speak Danish.
what the English word
In
is, and
Swedish.
then I immediately forget the Swedish word for it.
Oh, you don't know Swedish. It feels bad.
Disaster. Wait, what are
yeah,
you trying to
that's-
describe?
Sounds like synonyms.
Like the terrace,
Balcony?
Sure.
not a balcony,
Porch.
but like porch, like a
Yeah.
balcony but on the ground, you know?
Yeah, porch, yeah.
Yeah, porch.
balcony fell
He
down.
is he's sitting on the porch with an elderly servant behind him with some tea that is sometimes like filling to put to your grandfather, and you see your grandfather like looking out in the
That's the life. You know.
nice courtyard, and
Drinking tea.
time to time talk to the servant.
Yeah, I
At the ride to
excited
the
to see him. I quickly head up the path.
Yeah, you walk up the pebbled path. And, he sees you approach, and
He's not blind yet. Good.
he is not blind yet. He is also quite. You can see the resemblance, but he is indeed quite old.
What's
He
like? I should know this because I'm a celestial. What's his celestial lifespan like?
Celestial lifespan is only slightly longer than a humans, very slightly, but they also they remain in their prime for a lot longer than.
Nice. Good to know. So
Yeah.
you're fine to like 60 or some shit, then you fucking just whip away.
Yeah,
Feels
exactly.
bad. Feels bad. But he's out of his prime. Poor guy.
Yeah, he's out of his prime. He is.
Poor guy.
The sheen has come out of his hair, and
Hate to see it. But I'll like excitedly, greet him and do the honorific like, bow.
yeah, as you like bow, he like walks up and.
I want that kid. I'm gonna hear it, man.
Kane again.
That's
Fuck's
honestly
sake.
gonna be good. You can be old and have a normal voice, Potter. You don't need to always sound old.
Yeah, not every old person sounds like old.
Some old people just have good voices, so
Wait, I'm
Maybe he was
Especially
a
if you're-
heavy smoker.
maybe.
That is.
Maybe he's a demon, you know.
Maybe he's a demon. It's true. It could be anybody.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So yeah, he like as you're bowing, he like walks up and like kind of like helps you up, and
That's great. I get up
yeah.
and go. It's got a genuine smile. It's,
please sit.
I will. It's good to see you again. It's been too long.
Yes, child. It's really yes. Always.
Another kind of like like a sigh. This is like kind of relaxation. So like letting off some tension. It's like it's
Yeah.
both good but difficult to be back.
Yes, I hear there's some trouble in the mansion, but luckily that's past my time.
I envy you for that. I wish I could turn a blind eye to it, but I fear I am not yet able to. Maybe a few more years in the sect and they'll forget about me.
You shouldn't let it trouble you too much. Just go where your heart leads you, and I'm sure you will reach whatever goal you have set for yourself.
Thank you. I hope so too. And I don't know if I want to play all of it, but I kind of want to like share to him, just like some of the stuff that's happened since then. Maybe like in some moments which just like want to share, like some interesting things that happened, especially
Yeah.
And then like near the end when I'm like one of the final things I'll share is the fight against I never knew what it was called, right? Like England.
I do have it, creatures.
But did I know it? I think
Uh,
so, right? I'm trying to remember. I thought I was badly about it.
You could just
Yeah,
explain it, right?
You
And
you
follow-
would have
Yeah, I'll
known that
describe
it's
it,
some.
but just-
Yeah, you describe it, and
Yeah, I'll be like,
I'll give him a roll.
yeah, he's the master.
He's the master. He's
Some
quite
plus-
the old.
plus 20 something to the rope. So
When you're old and
He also
Pathfinder,
reels really old. He also
it's
rolls
crazy how in
really
Pathfinder
well.
you actually get like age adjustments for like when you're different ages, man. What a crazy system.
my adjustment is to plus
Please.
stats in this edition called knowledge
Um,
because it's in plus.
yeah, he
Sure.
from what you said, I do believe it should have been a blood drake constrictor, perhaps. From
Yeah,
what
the constricting
it
part
did from
certainly
you.
seems reasonable, yes.
From what it did for your friend.
Indeed, well, it was the battle was only open in moments. I felt like I was. My senses were on the edge of a razor, but regardless, it almost killed one of my companions. Nevertheless, it's beside the point. I was wondering if you perhaps knew more. When the fight ended, it had a beast core like many such creatures. But and I kind of introduced this point, by who he's kind of been following me around. I don't know. Well, no, he's asleep.
No,
I've been like
he's
carrying,
asleep.
like, a little, I've been
Yeah,
carrying like a little kind of side bag I've been holding.
Yeah.
I kind of pick him out carefully. And it's like maybe maybe I mentioned him somewhat. During my travel.
Yeah.
Like,
During your.
But at this point, I gestured or stroking him like, are you here? Very interested in the core, and perhaps in the moment which he laughs at judgment of myself, he ate it, and ever since that time, perhaps 2 weeks prior, something in that realm, he has been in this sleep and will not wake. Do you know what is affecting him?
He like reached out his hand and may I?
Of course.
He like picks him up and he places a hand, and you can see some key being moved, and there's no need to worry, child. He'll wake up quite soon. I'm certain. The core must have been too much for him in one go. He needed time to digest it and to refine it into
Like a snake.
like a snake.
I see. Well, that truly eases my heart. Glad there is no harm befallen him.
I could barely sense any key with him, and that did not originate from himself. I believe the period should be ending at any time now.
Meow. No, okay.
Meow.
Excellent.
Yep.
Oh, that truly gladdens me. Then I go back, again, I make some more small talk.
Do you tell him about the Blood Emperor, by the way? Or do you skip the part that you have an extraterrestrial immortal inside you?
Oh, I didn't even
What's
consider that. He's actually in me today, right, as well?
Yeah, he's actually in you today.
He's just like chilling up here on his porch, right, drinking some tea. He never talks to the rest of the family. Yeah, I like start to bring it up, and then I kind of react. Like I don't immediately say, "Oh, I got him inside me." I'll mention like during the travels we had an encounter with something calling itself blah 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 blah, a mysterious entity from, I believe, beyond our world. It was truly a horrifying and frightening experience. You know, I'll see how he reacts to that before saying,
Yeah,
"And it's
he
now in my head."
he turns a bit serious, but he doesn't immediately say anything.
I asked him, have you ever experienced the like?
If he's truly an immortal, their powers are far beyond. If he's immortal, beyond especially, his powers are far beyond even the mightiest of the legends, even before the Fallen Key. Being from not here would mean that he's capable of making the journey, which, if you're capable of making the journey, you would have left. So those who remain to make legend of themselves are, by almost definition, would be weaker than him.
Kind of just like ponder it. You know, I don't say anything more. I see. Then
So, what became of him then? If you had him within the tomb in the second round, is he still sealed within?
No,
No way.
Is the Emperor saying anything in my head, by the way, while I'm like kind of
You would know from experience at this point that the Emperor can only answer when spoken to.
Well, it's only done it so far. Maybe if you really want to push yourself forward.
You have felt like his emotions stir up and down. He doesn't see, like, if you ever say something directly negative about him, he'll seem a bit annoyed or pissed. But other than that, he seems pretty calm. He doesn't seem particularly proud. When people you would say that he was frightening or powerful or whatever. What you would feel is when your grandfather is describing that he might or most likely more powerful than immortals. He almost feels offended. By the description.
Okay.
But other than that, it's
Okay, you know what? Been a
He's a
long
gun.
tiring day. Granddad, you're chilling out here. I'll mention it. I'll say when we were, time was running out, we had no other option. As a group, we decided to accept their offer to allow us to return to this land.
You mean he's sealed inside the four of you then? Or five of you?
Indeed. I do not know how it works exactly, how the consciousness flits between us like hopping houses, but for instance, as of now, I can feel the inkling in the back of my mind, the presence watching over me.
And you can converse with him freely? Has he done anything to harm you or
He has not
influence you?
Influence is perhaps harder. I cannot speak. I try, at least myself, to ignore any suggestions you make, any advice, any suggestions. I cannot, however, say that it's necessarily true for the remainder of my companions. I cannot see inside their head, but we all went on this journey because we seek enlightenment, we seek power, we seek to be more than a normal man, I would not be confident in saying that all of us will be equally repulsed by the potential they offer.
So I would warn you about accepting to take anything that he says on face value. I also wish to not so easily disregard everything. There opportunity, especially in the ancient times, have always been fraught with danger. If he truly is an immortal, then his knowledge, though not of maybe material things of our play within our place, but of the mysteries of key and everything and the world itself, his knowledge would be much more than would be recorded in any right way. His knowledge of the laws of the heavens, the creed of heaven he would be far closer to it than anyone within our realms. So though I would tell you to be cautious, to not be overwhelmed and not blindly follow what he says, depending on what he desires, it might not be the worst idea to at least think about adhering to follow his advice.
I nod. So he's like,
though you probably should learn more about your connection to him and
indeed,
how
I
it
feel like
would influence him.
I still know nothing, and something so important it's affecting myself so deeply. I cannot be this uneducated, but I will heed your advice and try to think more and not realize that this may be potentially a curse, but also some blessing hidden within. Thank you. It is also good to speak with it among someone more learned than myself. But it was a confusing time, I think, not just me, but for all of us.
It's understandable. It seems you've been a lot have happened since you were from just being a noble with a golden spoon in your mouth to everything that's happened within just 2 months.
Indeed, it feels like it's been so long since I was last here, but I suspect it will be even longer before the next time.
Yes. He like looks towards the sun that is starting to get low at this point.
Yeah.
This old man will not keep
Of
you.
course. I get to my feet. I was like, it was a pleasure to talk once more. Till the next time.
Okay. Yes. And he escorts you to the entrance of his residence and
Thanks.
tells you goodbye.
Yeah, just sorry, one final thing. As I leave, I just want to speak to the Bloodband Emperor, and I want to just ask him, like, what do you think of my grandfather? Do you think his words are true?
It is certain that he has experience within the real world more than you and the others you have met, and many of the others you have met so far. Though he seems strangely naive
Okay. Yeah, kind of. In my head, I nod. In real life, I just like
Yeah.
nod in my head, nod fully. Then Dachi nods. He's like, perhaps you're right, but maybe I should be paying slightly more attention to what you say. And
You can hear him chuckle, but
yeah. At that, I head back to my residence.
you head back to your residence. Yeah. What do the rest of you do? Like the three. Oh yeah, fucking Liang family. Let's go.
Oh yeah, face.
You are led to the Liang, to the guest residence where the Liang ambassador.
Faye. What are you doing, Faye?
I get it all out of my system before I get there, you know?
Yeah. The servant leads you to the entrance. She speaks to one of the servants of the Liangs, who then goes into the manor, and you wait for like a minute before the servants come back and lets you specifically and the servant Madam Hang's servant stays outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shall go in.
Yeah. You are led inside, and you find that they are not in the courtyard, but you see what seems to be soldiers of some kind having some makeshift camp almost in the courtyard, like set up. But you are led inside actual like building, and you see in front of a what seems to be some kind of work room. Like there's a lot of like books and other things around, and scrolls and ink and whatnot. And you see the what you would presume is the ambassador of the Youngs, like I say typing away, but essentially painting at this point with the oil the brush. He's not painting actually. He's writing a letter. There we go, writing.
Scribing away.
Yeah, he's scribing. Yeah.
I wait for myself to be acknowledged.
Yeah. He stops writing and he like blows a bit on the paper to make the ink dry a bit faster, and then he hands it off to a servant. He looks up. Lady Faye, there was. I didn't see you there. Please, there's no need for this lowly servant to keep you waiting. And you do not recognize him to be like of the Liang family. He seems to be some kind of servant, like an actual like ambassador or like a messenger more often has been sent out. And
A representative.
Yeah, representative. And I don't know how obvious I made it, but he's being very sarcastic in the weight he is giving your status.
Yes, I see.
Piece of shit.
Yep.
Okay. I just. I'd go where I was directed, right away.
Yeah.
Sit or whatever.
You sit down.
I say, you seem to have me at a disadvantage.
As it would be. It was close to being the other way around. I did not actually expect you to. The last one I expected to be within the Sen Manor. I did hear that you had joined the Soaring Sword, but I did not know you were a companion of the young master of the Sen family. That was unexpected.
Fate has a funny way of things.
So
Does
it
it not?
does.
Yes.
But it would seem that fate has taken a wrong turn with the Fae and the Young family alike. And as it would have it, the Fey family might be taking the heavier blow with this.
What has happened?
Well, the young family, as you might know, is quite a supporter of the Seventh Prince. They have
Vaguely aware.
spent a large amount of wealth on supporting him. With the ambush that happened, the prince is in more critical condition. He is alive and will live, though which how much, if he is capable of helping us afterwards, is unclear, to say the least. The master, the patriarch, initially wanted to throw away our connection to the Seventh Prince as much as possible, but it would seem that the first prince and the emperor will not let us, or the first prince would not let us, and had gotten the emperor on the same side. As such, we need to resolve this, and we need to get the emperor on our side again, do the best we can, and that is my role here within the Sun family is to see if I'm able to get the commander in charge of the attackers to come back to the Azor Empire, though I suspect from the hard-headedness of the Sun family that will absolutely not happen.
It won't.
That's
I would pursue that angle no further. The Emperor will almost certainly protect her to the point of war.
That's suspected, but at the very least, and you did not hear this from me, this can be a bit of a distraction while other things are going on within the Azor Empire itself.
Who died in the ambush? From my family, I mean.
Was your aunt's cousin and his soldiers, and other than that, everyone else got out alive, including your brother, actually. Though he did lose an arm, idea. So he will most likely not swing a sword ever again, I'm afraid.
He got out with his life. That's what matters.
Yeah, he doesn't reply particularly on that. The problem is that though none of the direct line, the Liangs were there, many of indirect cousins. The first cousin of the current patriarch died alongside one of his sons, and a couple of others of lesser parts of the young family. As well as over 200 soldiers died.
Yes. It can't be ignored, can it?
You would be surprised. But
Kind of squint at that.
yeah. Every member of the Liang and Fei family has been called back to the main family. And I have been told that members have been specifically sent to the sector have you return as well. It seems to be quite urgent in your case. So as I am not one with that mission, I do not know exactly why. I only know that it's both the patriarch and your mother have sent what they can to get you back.
Very well. Thank you for passing that along.
Yes, and you are very much welcome. I do have the ability to let you use the space array within the IT to go directly to Aishin Shen if you desire. But if you don't, I will not force you, as long as you don't tell anyone that I gave you the option.
Okay. I'll take that under advisement. Is there anything else?
No, I advise you to remember where you come from. But other than that, you are free to do as you please. You are a honorable sect member of the Soaring Sword, after all. And I'm but a lowly representative.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Be seeing you. And I leave as he chokes to death.
Yeah.
My spell worked.
Just hear immediately the fucking war between the armed forces. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
A servant leads you out, and you see there's a different servant of the same family that is waiting for you on the outside, who signals you to follow.
Yeah, get me out of here.
And she asks you on the way if you do you wish to return to your companions, or
Yes.
you wish to rest.
Oh, both.
Well, they're not far off, and she leads you to the center, like guest residence where you were first. Where like
Good
Tang
stuff.
and Wei. What? And this been a while, so it's starting to get real dark now. So at what point do you guys leave the dojo and let the poor servants clean up your mess?
I'm assuming maybe like an hour after dinner time we go and try and score some food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get some
so,
food, and then Way would just join at that point. Like they would go sleep, but at the same time we normally go to sleep, right? That's
Okay, so you guys, as Faye is arriving, you guys essentially like this huge dinner table with a bunch of food. Sen, Faye, do you just join them to eat, or do you say anything?
Yeah. I can come back and eat. with
I
them.
want to go put raw stuff in the oven. I'll be okay.
No.
Easy.
I'm doing like the anime thing of like, 10 rice balls next to me.
But yeah, there is this would be like the essentially buffet of stuff that you like pick up what you want.
Delicious buffet. Yeah, as we eat, I kind of like apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry I've been away so much of this afternoon, evening. I'll always show you more.
You gotta see your family, right?
Indeed, I
That's-
still haven't even got the chance to visit my mother. I can't remember to do that in the morning.
Look. So very subtle.
And all suspicious, like, big guy,
I'm
like,
gonna found like. You okay, Tam?
Yes, Tang, are you okay?
I'm sure your mother is really missing you. Mm-hmm.
No, not sure about that, but of course, see you. What have you been enjoying the dojo?
Yeah, we had a lovely day of training. The dojo was amazing. Well, first we had a bath, freshen up. Then we saw your mother, and then we did some more training.
Wait, you saw my mother, Tam? Found. But she passing by the dojo? Seems unusual.
Yes, Tang, that would be
Yeah.
unusual.
No,
Yes.
maybe just someone who looked like you.
I mean, there are a lot of my family members here, so that would.
All right, look, we talked to your mother, and she wanted us to protect you. Okay?
I kind of turn and like look at fake question.
Like hold up a stopwatch with like
What-
a minute
what did-
28.
Okay, what happened? What did I miss?
took what,
Thank you,
20
me
seconds
about
I've
it.
from
already
me.
spilled the beans.
Thank you, you saw my mama.
Okay. But what did that end up happening? I'm curious because everyone's
I asked
laughing.
him about a day and he just mentioned this.
Okay.
He didn't even
I
mention the
really
things in the right
actually-
order. Like he mentioned the path which Sen was there for, and then met the mother, and then went to
Look, a lot
training.
of exciting stuff happened. It was a nice day.
Alright, so I'm like, okay, you, my mother wants you to protect me. She did not think I was capable of doing it myself.
She wanted to ask us to avoid any involvement in the brewing conflict between the Gui and Azura empires. She specifically requested
That's
that
a
we take
big
missions
request
in
to
the the other side of the mountains to keep ourselves as removed from it as possible.
It's a big request to make to people she is not familiar with.
I told her that if I was going to get involved in that situation, I wouldn't be taking you with me. It seemed to satisfy her.
I see. Well, I'm sure it will be an interesting chat I have with her tomorrow.
Yes. Speaking of, I have been recalled to the Asura Empire by our dynastic lieges, the Liang family. Their representative here delivered the message personally and quite emphatically. Apparently, messengers were specifically sent to the sect to ensure that I would not fail to receive the instruction.
You don't have to go, right? If you don't want to, anyways.
I believe that my standing as a member of the Soaring Sword sect would likely protect me from direct retribution.
It's a difficult
I do not think it would protect my family, nor would it protect me from the loss of status and connection.
Indeed. It's hard to.
Why did they want you to come back?
There's a war on.
Say you're a diplomat.
All family members have been asked to return, and in my case, it was apparently specific.
Well, I guess it's up to you what you want to do with that.
Yes, if you. I mean, it sounds like you only learned the news soon. Have you made a decision?
My brother was in the ambush. He lost his arm. My second cousin was killed, along with his soldiers. This I kind of like look everywhere but at Jen.
Yeah.
It's like this is a little personal.
I know.
Look, but Wei is right. You're your own person. You're powerful now. Gain strength. If you don't want to do anything, you just make your position. Make them deal with you. And if they threaten your family, come after them.
Yes. I think you have the general gist of it. Tang, yes. I have gained strength. And now I'm going to go after the ones threatening my family.
Char.
I just kind of like, I haven't really eaten that much in the time that I've been here, but I just kind of like slowly push my chair back and stand up and say, I've been offered the use of the array here in the city to return to my capital instantly. We'll be a long way apart, and I don't think it's likely I'll be returning here anytime soon, so if we see each other, it'll be in the sect, I suppose.
I am sorry it came to this. It is not how. It's not what I would wish. Not for any
You
of us.
are friends, and you can come back anytime.
There's no doing of either of ours, Bayou.
But we are caught in it more than most.
Yeah, hang on, Tang. I left you down 3 hit points. Just...
Sorry, final pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss this.
Yeah, it's like a blue mark on the.
And then I'm
This
gone.
is goodbye.
It is.
She's gone.
Yeah.
And she just walks out. Okay.
Well, that was a bummer. I guess it's good it's good that we stayed here though. Though I stayed, so I could.
Good
you
is
know,
a
be here.
strong word. We could have all. You could have gone to the cell. I mean, she would have learned to the sect, I suppose. Nevertheless, but...
Yeah, I mean, she would have learned there and probably also departed.
I run after her, Faye.
Not walking away that fast
Wait.
because got that monk movement speed increase. Everyone else.
Yeah, you catch it instantly.
Yeah, I'll say, wait.
Yes, Tang.
Look, I don't understand your world. I mean, where I'm from, if you get threatened, you fight back. And I guess you can't. You gotta do that your own way. But
You can view it 2 ways, Tang. Yes, I would be in trouble with with the Liang family if I did not return. But that's duty. That's not a threat. The threat is the people who ambushed my brother. The reason he'll never fight again. Yes, they
I
are
get that,
connected
yeah.
they're connected to Zhen Bayou in some way. It's complicated, and I have to put that feeling aside. But look, right now, my family.
that I do understand. You gotta protect your own.
And I've got power. It's like you said. I can make a difference. A big one.
Well, I hope you stay alive and finish your path.
Yeah. Yeah, so do I. Take care, Tang.
Could you deliver a message?
Of course. I should have asked.
little village needs your help.
Wait, I'm from a very small mining village. It's called Ghana. It's in the northwest. You could
Yeah, I've never
deliver
heard
a
of it.
message to.
Literally, I've
Person-
traveled. You've mentioned it multiple times. I still never heard of it. Like,
If I knew how to read a map, I would show you. I don't understand it. Anyways, my father he's called Han. Tell him that I went to sacked. I did it. If they need my help, call for me and I'll protect them.
so you do know. So you do know how it is. Yeah, Tang. I'll pass on your message.
I think I'm learning.
When your family calls, you go. All right. Take care. And she was right. Look after Jen.
Of course.
And then I'm gone. Okay.
Again. Right, but I
What you
should start now.
Once again disappears.
Somebody else chases after you. Oh, we take turns.
I use my windy escape spell.
Nice.
There's nothing of the sort.
He just farts.
You can cast haste on yourself to be fast.
Yeah, I hate to do it.
Oh yeah, that's how you get out.
You haste, but you still walk, so you double walk and not. Okay, or triple walk. You get like an extra action when you haste it, right? Or is it just
Yeah, I think around this crazy edition.
movement speed, bonus action?
Crazy.
So fast.
I'm eating my food a little glum, a little like kind of like doing the motions, but not really feeling it.
Okay. So, are you guys going to do anything else in this evening?
Nah, not this evening.
Okay. No way. Anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah. So you eat as much food as you can muster. It's not as much as you thought you would be able to when you saw all the night's food, but you lost your appetite, and you go to bed. Wei and Tang, you have your own beds in the guest residence, and Sen jumps over the wall over to his own residence and and goes to bed there. Okay, so no need to roll. Nothing happens in the middle of a major city inside like one of the most powerful
This
noble
could
houses.
also always be around, you know.
He goes on the old assassination mission against my family in the middle of the night.
There's a bandit raid all of a sudden in the middle of the city.
Like
we
every
could
spell,
massacre
pretty much every
but-
spell I know that deals damage does fire damage, so it was
there-
running the place
you know-
down basically.
But way back in Hammer Falls, were inside a paladin fortress, and there was an assassin in our room middle of the night. So you never know about this sort of thing.
Oh my god, yes there was. Wow.
Yeah. My character almost died again. Like
I remember there,
yeah.
in the temple, right? In
Yeah, first a temple to like almost died to cotton loss, and then almost died to charisma loss afterwards.
oh yeah.
You lost. You like that.
I died to con loss. That was so sad. I failed like 7 con saves in a row. that I needed, like, I had like a bit lower than 50-50 to do it, and I failed so many in a row. It was stupid. Anyway.
Badge.
Yep, Sag. What's shit character anyway? So, Sen, as you wake up in the morning, you like turn in your sleep, and you feel yourself like pressing against something big and fluffy on your thigh. Yeah, and you open your eyes and you see white fur as you see Bayou. He's still a medium creature. But, small. He's still a small creature. Sorry, he's still a small creature, but he's like on the edge of being
Okay.
medium. So he's slightly
Like one of
bigger
those
than-
big fluffy dogs that you're like,
Yeah.
Oh, Samoyed. He's a
Um,
Samoyed.
You see, the small antlers that they had before are
Fucking now
quite
stabbing me. Like, ow.
are quite have grown far bigger.
Nice.
Like bone white antlers. He has and also the whiskers that are like the more draconic whiskers together with the tiger whiskers are more presentable. And he also has almost like a mane, like going down his back, a bit more fluffy hair.
Cool.
And
Rock and roll now.
you also see his face, like the ridge of his nose
Yeah.
have like almost like wrinkles along them. You know the
Each of the noses wrinkles along them.
yeah I need to
Do I
find
know?
a picture of
Old.
the it.
Okay,
trying
is it like a very ferocious tiger or something?
Yeah, or like if you I just fucking randomly like googled dragon head and let's see here, dragon head, open picture and new thing. Oh, this is a real long link. Hopefully I can post this on into Immortals. Nope. Or maybe is it loading?
No,
What?
that's done something very weird.
Yeah, that was something real fucking weird.
Download message text 24 kilobytes. It was a 24 kilobyte link.
It's so small though.
It's like a hyperlink to...
Wait, okay.
Link
Let's
there
What
is
happened?
for the fucking moon.
a print screen of the picture. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's out. Yeah, control. Like, oh no, Windows Shift S.
So just right click copy image on
That's the
images.
one. Like you see the ridges on the
Oh,
Is
sure.
that are you on something?
nose.
No, he's got those ridges. He's got those ridges on his nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it looks a bit more ferocious, you know.
My friend, how
Yeah, he
yeah, no, you can't speak, but just
yeah,
like,
he
that's my dog.
he wakes up and like shakes himself a bit and looks towards you. His eye seems a bit more intelligent, and I will send you what new abilities. that
It's now more intelligent. We have a new int person in the party, guys.
Yeah.
If he has
Um,
higher than 7 in, I'm beaten.
Like if he has higher than 7 int as well, he could definitely learn to talk.
I don't know. If Tank's having trouble. It took him a long time.
Yeah, but like with 7 int you can actually learn to talk, not like at some
Like 3 int? Like, no, if
like ogres are int 7 or something like that.
Man, I don't feel Tank. Ogres in 7.
Okay, I know by ABCs, that's enough.
Let's see, ogre. What is ogre Pathfinder?
Ogre is actually fucking 6 int, you know?
Like, Pathfinder 1
Stuff
Wait,
like
he's
giant
got,
eagles have pretty high ends, right?
Oh, Jenny. I mean, some animals are fucking. Right? Cool.
Pathfinder
He's a
1
5e
ogres.
medium.
Oh, ogres actually have 6 intelligence, and they can talk.
What unit? I thought I said that. Oh, giant eagles have 10 int, you know,
Jesus.
and understand aura, but they cannot speak for this back.
And 2e, they have +0 and +2.
That is 10 int,
Yeah, +0 is 10.
but it's the same, right?
Alright, that's cool.
Alright. Yeah, you look great, buddy.
Okay, so we gather.
There we go. Oh, I did not mean to add oscillator there. Yeah. Well, yeah. You gather up?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, that's obvious.
I'll have him.
Jokes.
I'll have him stay nice and small, not tiny.
Okay. Nice.
So he looks cool when he walks away. When he follows me around, it was like, whoa, he's got a dragon cat. Nice.
Yeah, so he now has you others can see that
Yeah.
he is.
Yes, he feels much better.
Oh, he's awake.
He is. He is.
He's a dragon.
Well, he's always had those tendencies.
Oh, I
but
fucking forgot about this last part.
now even more. He's also, I think, gained a lot of intelligence. At least, still to an animalistic level, but I think now he understands you on a deeper level.
That's convenient.
Indeed.
There we go. That's the last part I forgot.
Ooh, cool.
Yep.
But I think they get that by default anyway.
They do?
Yeah, I think animal companions or rangers automatically get that.
A complete. Wait, really?
I think so.
Then I have to think of something else to give him.
Yeah.
No?
Campaign, ability functions. Here we go. An animal companion shares its favorite enemy and favorite terrain bonuses.
Oh, okay. I'll figure something out.
He just never attacks a dragon, right? But yeah. So yeah, I think he's feeling to never, but. Strange day. I think perhaps I wish to go back to the sex sooner than later. I still need to
Yeah.
speak with my mother, but then perhaps I will arrange to leave.
So I guess we eat a good breakfast and you'll join us on that after we leave. You'll probably have time to talk to your mother before.
Indeed, and let the rest of the family know.
I think isn't it weird that, I mean, when I started this journey, I thought I was gonna do it all on my own. But ever since we've been a group, it's been hard to imagine doing it without everyone. And we've lost Jiang, and now we've lost Faye.
Indeed, it's easy to get used
It's true.
to the day and forget that we all come from quite different backgrounds, different lands, and different reasons to do what we do. And that, although for now we are companions, this can change at any time.
It doesn't help that I guess you and Faye have
Certainly
More-
does not help. That is
more harder to ignore backgrounds. That kind of thing.
certainly it is the case. Yes.
Yeah, I thought you two nobles would get together eventually, you know?
I sort of know that's an interesting view of the political world.
Yeah, you servants bring you breakfast, and they do give you like get some warm baths ready and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and then after it, when I'm all ready, I go. I have a little chat with my mother.
Also, so we don't because this will never come up, even though I thought it was funny. Her name is Heng Yu, so she has the same.
First
Same-
name is Faye.
Yeah, same first name as Faye.
They should have been best. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, intro. Crazy.
Should have introduced her as Madam Heng Yu. Anyway, yep. So yeah, you just head to your mother's courtyard.
Yes.
Mama,
I killed
killed
a
a
man.
man.
You are met with Xiao Yi, who is the head servant of your mother. You know this,
What up, dude?
and she's standing in front of the door with she's smiling, but somehow still has a cold expression on her face. Like she is
You really got that nailed down, huh?
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Greetings, young master.
Greetings. Wait, this is my mother, right? Yeah.
No, this is the.
No,
this is the
okay, yeah,
house.
but yeah, that's right, that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Hey, to see my mother.
You're she is currently getting ready. You will have to wait a bit.
Very well.
Then, how long are you willing to wait?
I'll wait 15 minutes without saying anything.
15-minute passes.
Kind of go up to the, I've been like kind of sitting in like a meditative stance, go up to the 17. I'm afraid I believe my time here is shorter than I had once hoped. So, may you please check if she will be willing to see me or able to see me soon, and if not, I'm afraid you have to leave a message.
Her expression goes a bit colder as she nods and goes inside. You hear a loud bang. And could give me a reflex save.
Oh shit, they're shooting me? Motherfuckers shooting me, they got a gun. Reflex save. Pretty good.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I need to see what this actually does when you succeed.
I'm always on edge. If this is from a dragon, plus no, actually I don't know if I think I have something else that gives me bonus on saves against dragons. Just
You are not flying. Let's see here.
I am not flying. That's true. Yes.
Okay, you don't actually. And you even resist the damage. What the fuck? Okay.
If Jen is flat-footed, he by the way can't give. I think you get penalties to reflex saves when you're flat-footed.
I'm never flat-footed. I mean, I could actually definitely be flat-footed. Flat-footed Pathfinder.
I still don't think that it's enough.
Or like
Depends
unaware.
on how much it is.
Unaware or whatever.
It
else.
says you lose your dex to AC and CMD. Doesn't say anything against.
Yeah.
Reflex saves.
Yeah. I guess like a lot of reflex saves will apply right when you're not expecting it.
Yeah, you hear like a bang and a strong whistling of wind, and you recognize it, and you get quickly to the side as the doors like slam open, as this gust of wind just fucking like flies out. And,
I recognize this. It's happened a lot.
Yeah. It doesn't happen a lot, but you definitely know what your mother's doing. And you hear her shout out. What the fuck am I gonna do?
She shouts out, what the fuck am I gonna
Yeah,
do?
yeah. You Unfilian brat.
You what? Sorry?
If you Unfilian, how do you?
What's that mean?
I don't know how do you.
This
This is a word of unfilian earlier with.
what's that?
And filial?
Unfilial might be a.
Not
Unfilial? I
showing
still
or
don't
having
know
these
this
qualities
word.
are showed over the son or daughter.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How have I never heard of this word? What the fuck?
Unfilial, huh?
You know this
Yeah.
one, Chris.
No,
I
but I can.
I only know it from Chinese novels.
I can
Question,
based on
parents
like
or
I can
decisions
based on
about
etymology
unfilial?
guess what filial means and therefore unfilial, but like it's
It
only
seems to be like basically associated. Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
it's essentially like you
Not
like
looking at
the.
She's called me an ungrateful piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm an ungrateful piece of shit.
yeah, exactly. I'm not having the qualities of son or daughter. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And,
So basically, being a bad child.
Wait, but what's this fucking wind shit thing she doing? She done this before? I know about this? How'd she do this?
yeah, she
loves
you
you, really.
would know that she is a like a sorceress. Like she has a bloodline. And
What's
you
a
know
bloodline?
that she
She's
she fucks
Skymaster?
around a lot with wind. Yeah, she
What's the bloodline?
okay, I actually need to look at that.
Probably elemental.
I made up some shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's elemental. Sorks.
Fire.
Where is it? There. There. No, there. It is. I had it somewhere. I am sorry.
Hey, sorry, I'm Jacko.
Yeah.
Man, something you want to tell us, Jacko? Somebody on the way?
No, I'm just feeling fatherly, you know?
No, that's nice.
She's actually okay. There we go. That's the one I had. She's actually
Okay.
Stormborn.
Stormborn.
Yeah. So you know that your mother is normally quite calm and collected, but she has if something pushes over the edge, she has quite the explosive temper.
Good thing I got that. That's why we'll learn how to get that good reflex save, you know?
Yeah, essentially. She
Yeah, quickly dodge away and keep a straight face.
yeah. If you're that much in a hurry, you may as well leave immediately.
That is what you truly wish, mother? And I kind of like, you know, start to like turn to leave.
And this is just past ag enough to be a real family.
Yeah.
It was getting a bit too nice to like, nice grandpa, what the fuck? That's not real.
Give me a diplomacy check.
No, I mean, I don't know if I'm great at that.
It was intimidation.
What's zero, huh?
It's not the worst. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
There's situational situations with diplomacy as well, like situational modifiers for sure.
Yeah, I'm
When
giving her some. I'm making
some
her a bit
negatives.
bad, but sadly she is seeming incredibly headstrong, and she you hear as you're leaving, she's not stopping you. You do hear her. She does call you Amphibian a couple more times, but
Nice.
you do also. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this. Fucking curse of English second language.
Should have learned another language first, then it could have been third language. And it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
exactly. It would have been so much easier with my third language.
So much easier.
Yeah. She's essentially ending every she continuously she's cursing you essentially, but she is essentially ending every sentence like when you come back, when you return alive and things like that, like every fucking like she seems to be
He loves you, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when like, you know, I'm about to be like, you know, go around the corner and, you know, like kind of be out of it, I like quickly turn and give her like a short bow or whatever, like, you know, to kind of courage, respectful sort of, like, you know, kind of like respectful, but like doing it in such a way that like clearly I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Then I'll you know, quickly before I like, you know, she can even respond, I'll just like whip around the last corner, whatever.
Yeah. You hear another wind blast in some direction that she has randomly shot out at, and door slamming.
Nice. And then I'll, you know, I'll basically spend like, you know, next, you know, like bit while you know, I'm like getting ready to leave, just like leaving in slightly better state than like, you know, like at least like letting people know that I'm leaving, you know, have like, you know, stuff. It's make sure it's like known, like, you know, have like tell, you know, this advice or whatever the secretary to my dad, or, you know, like all that kind of shit. So like, you know, it's not just like running off.
I feel like nobody would stop me and Wei from leaving, right? So I figure we're just like waiting outside by the gate with our gear already packed.
As you guys are just waiting there, and you see a couple of girls, one of which you recognize to be the the little girl helping fiddling with Hengyu's hair before.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you also see another. Let's see, how many is it in total again?
They're like 10 years old or something like that.
Yeah, around 10. So together with her, there's a total of 5. So there's 4 others. There's 2 who seems to be teenagers. They probably haven't hit their 20s yet. And another 2 quite young girls. And you also, and with them, they all have servants of similar-ish age with them. Well, and they essentially seem to. They don't have anything with them. They seem to be waiting by the gate.
Yeah, if there's like 2 groups of us just chilling by the gate, and they're mostly like kids and stuff, I'll go ask them to see if they have any if they have like a football, football equivalent, like a ball that they could play with, so that we can play some games with the kids,
Okay. You would know of like a. It uses like a really small ball, and you essentially you juggle it between each other essentially.
With your
Yeah, sure.
And, the 2 older girls seem they respectfully decline, but the 10-year-old and the 2 only slightly older girls seems quite happy and playful, though one of them seems reserved enough to also decline sadly. So you get 2 of the small girls.
Okay, maybe we'll also join this because it's a game you can play with your legs. It's an excellent thing to play.
Yeah, we use some of our acrobatic skills as
to show off.
most of the sites. Some flying involved and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll during the game I'll try and get the people that are abstaining to come on, it's fun, just give it a shot, just one time. And I'll even if they keep declining, I'll throw the ball towards them to force them to kick it back, stuff like that.
Yeah. One of the I should say, I forgot, the 2 older ones are actually twins, and you see one of them occasionally when you shoot it back, or when you shoot at them, shoot it back. But she seems pretty aggressive about it, could you please stop that kind of way? But she, you do notice that they all seem quite skilled, like the little girls, and obviously the older one. They all seem to be athletically talented.
They have been trained in this sort of matters, that's something adjacent.
Yeah, they all have sharp eyes and good control over their limbs.
It's like they're dragon slayers, the whole family. Could it
They're
be?
future dragon slayers, Yeah.
Yeah, so during the game I'll be like, so you guys are with Zen's family, Bayou's family, right?
Yeah, one of the twins would be sisters. Half or concubine sisters, both of us.
How normal is concubine? Is it a normal thing?
It's a very normal thing among nobles.
Okay.
You haven't seen any of you haven't. You've only seen these children. You haven't seen any actual concubines here, though. You haven't seen, or you wouldn't actually know that much about nobles, but yeah, you haven't seen any concubines.
It's concubine in non-noble, for non-noble trash like us. Is that
No, that would not be normal because
You wish.
Okay.
it would be pretty.
It's a noble right or something like that, basically.
It's not really a noble right. I'm sure if you would find a village where there's
It's not
a man.
any shit, right?
Yeah, it's not illegal to have multiple wives,
Okay.
but it's just not that usual in.
Got a better support multiple families. It's kind of hard if you're not rich.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. You also have multiple families of kids that do as a workforce on a farm. Like it is. That's one of the reasons why people got kids at the time was to.
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
workforce.
but the thing is, you need to care for twice the small kids.
Yeah, but if there's a bad harvest, you can eat the youngest, and then
Ooh, that's true.
Or the biggest.
I mean, if it's a good harvest, you might
It's
have
unusual.
150
It's
kids on
unusual.
the harvest.
There's a reason why it was also unusual in history. Too.
But I'll say that. Well, I know your brother's gonna go very far, but don't worry, he's really powerful. In a fight against me, I'm not sure who would win, to be honest.
One of the kid that wasn't playing, like the smaller one who wasn't actually playing with you guys, like glares at you and like you would never beat big brother again by you.
I'm kind of like,
Or
as if I'm going
she
to
was-
counter argue, but
just
like,
L.
I'll see. Yeah, maybe. You do have a pretty strong family
Gotta put on the
family
dragon
line.
costume. If you put on the dragon costume, you're going down. So you gotta really believe in the dragon. I gotta get
What
I'm
on
saying
that
is-
Yeah, you remember
the
the like the dragon armor that Aang puts on in.
Oh yeah. I
You look so strong.
I get a teammate who polymorphs the enemy into dragon, and then I attack them, and it's like, phew, then they're a dragon. It makes perfect sense.
So big brain.
It would have to be true polymorph, right?
Well,
True polymorphing in them into a stronger creature, so you get
I don't know,
because you get more.
Pathfinder.
You have two Pokemon in the small dragon, right?
I thought it was only beast, maybe that's just 5e.
What if no? The trick is this. I'm sure there's some kind of like spell, like mind affecting spell that we could cast on Jen to make him think they were a dragon, and then get all the bonuses.
But he would shoot.
Get all the bonuses.
You could get
That
negatives
works.
though.
No.
Yeah, it would be negative probably at that point. Yeah. So
If
maybe-
you
don't
get
think
like
it would be
vital points,
negative.
that wouldn't
It'll
work.
be-
He enrages when he sees a dragon. That's just how it is.
Exactly. It's nothing to do with the anatomy. I'm just like just a
He just draws harder.
Yeah, exactly.
It has nothing to do with his knowledge of dragons. He has.
I mean, we're not dragon.
He clearly doesn't know anything about dragons.
Great.
So he has to have the skill coming from
Just
somewhere
get mad.
else.
Well, I just think I'm just like fucking being brainwashed into that my enemy, and it's like like that flip just switches in my head, or switch and flip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, so I'll
You may
say.
not have total knowledge of. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, your brother will be safe. And if he isn't, I'll protect him. Don't you worry.
She Okay, let's do this, Jacko.
welcome.
I'm gonna say that one of the girls, as you're like around saying this, kicks it back towards the others. And what would this be a check? Because the younger girl like steps forward and kicks it towards you quite aggressively.
That's an attack
Yeah.
roll, baby.
Improvised weapon attack roll.
But it's still not like she's not actually like shooting
It's
it
still-
towards you.
It's still an attack.
She's still
roll.
giving you a hard toss, let's say.
I would say it's still an attack roll, but with
Maybe rephrase that pod track.
What I want to do in response to that is I want to do an immediate action to have my aura, my elemental defense,
You're net.
so that, yeah, my Nan,
He ain't giving you a hard toss.
increasing my burn. So, the so
Okay,
about 5%.
we're gonna do this. Let's do opposing athletic checks, and I'm going
Yes,
to
no
give
athletic.
you a 20% chance of just succeeding with the elemental.
there
Will
is
be
no
35%
athletics.
total.
35, okay.
There's no athletics though. What skill?
CMB is like the closest, right?
There
Yes,
is
indeed.
there's a skill.
It's acrobatics is the closest for that.
Oh,
kind.
sorry,
there
acrobatics.
is
I'm
an
sorry that I said athletics instead of
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Yeah, well,
I'm
they
really
are
sorry.
different skills in
They could
athletics.
use climb or swim.
Ooh, kind of.
Okay, let's see. Now she is a small child,
You get bonuses.
Yeah.
and
Dude, so dumb. Pathfinder, you get extra decks when you're young, you do, right?
yeah. And it
makes
is
sense.
dex based. She's talented, so she would have a lot of dex, but she
Yeah,
wouldn't have that much like straight up skill. It'd definitely be a train thing, which means it's like +3, right? I'm being class.
Oh yeah, plus 3 probably great, yeah.
Monster just trains out.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
did
that
did they take away young as a thing? Now I only see middle age and old and venerable and like the aging effects in like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure only old people get.
They
Yeah,
used to be
don't-
a child one. They used to be a child one.
Nah.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
in
it would be like
3.5.
being like you'd be like a child. Is that
she
bad?
rolled a 1.
Oh
Oh
man.
no, I'm so sorry for this little girl.
She like jumps forward to like give it a good kick, and she like flips, and she like slams her head against the fucking pebble
Oh,
as it's
Jesus.
flying towards
Dies.
her, and she
You
like
need to remember
falls face flat on the
one
ground.
is in crit fail in the in skills section.
Don't you fucking take this away from me.
Man,
This
you really
case
gave
is-
my little sister head injury, huh? That's what you
Yeah.
did when
She
you were
did it to
little.
herself.
That's what you did. Yeah.
Yeah, she
She needs to be
you-
stronger, son.
You see her like place her head like and stand up, and you can see it really close to crying, and she's trying really
no.
badly not to cry.
Aww.
Yeah. And Sen,
That's what I
right at
walk
this
around.
point, you see her.
Wait, which one is this?
This is your actual blood sister.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, this is Sing Fang.
I think I wouldn't be able to control myself.
I'm
I
like,
would, I would
Fang,
laugh.
what happened? Are you okay? I like kind of went over.
Like you see Tang facing her with the elemental defense up.
Tang, what have you done?
We were playing a game, and
Why are you...
she tripped.
I like look at you.
She's okay. She's okay.
You felt the need to activate the powers.
Well, it was a show of our powers, so she wouldn't be worried if you had to trouble her.
Yeah, you as you like get really close, so she like screams your name and like hugs you really tight.
I just look at Tang and shake my head. It's okay. It's okay. Tang didn't mean to hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah, the other sisters like greet you kind of like
Yeah.
uncomfortably with the crying child in the mix.
Oh.
But yeah, she cries for maybe like 10 minutes.
Okay, so after a few minutes,
she's-
I'll like walk over and say, "I'm sorry, little girl. How about this? Next time we come, we'll play again, and you'll win. Just train very hard in the meantime."
Yeah. She like wipes tears and like holds her head as she stares at you with her golden celestial eyes. Celestials don't have any innate things other than like seeing invisibility, right?
Yeah. They can see invisibility. That's what
Yeah,
I
but
mean.
other than seeing invisibility.
Oh, innate things. Like, you mean cool shit like weird eyes going bite?
Yeah.
That's basic. That's
No.
cool like that.
Okay.
Technically, I think they could have had a different one instead of invisibility, but I don't know.
Yeah, but she's your blood sister. She sees
Yeah.
invisibility.
Exactly.
Yeah, she glares at you, but yeah, she like stands straight with her head high, which isn't really that high, but she seems to have composed herself and accepted your challenge.
Good. Well,
You ready?
indeed.
Jen, shoot me with bow at some point while we are still here.
Sorry, what?
Give me a good shot.
Give you a good shot?
Uh-huh.
I'm like standing at the gate, right? Like about to
Yeah,
leave.
you're
It's like,
standing at the gate, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till we're back at the second.
Well, it can wait as long as we are still in eyesight.
It's a long walk. Are we using the...
Eyesight?
tele-
We'll be in eyesight when we're at the.
Yeah.
But we'll be in insight at the eyesight at the sect, correct? Wait. So we can do it then.
Nah, whatever.
I found. Is it important?
I'll explain to you later.
Very well. I assumed you would be able to take the teleportation circle back.
Yep, I
That'd be
guess.
nice.
Yeah, and I'll say my goodbyes to my sisters. Tell them be good. I'll be back before too long.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
they say goodbye.
I'll say
wish you good luck.
Mother's in a bit of a bad mood this morning. Perhaps give her a bit of time to cool off, and then I'll leave.
You see a storm cloud over there.
Don't go too close.
Yep. So you head back to the sect.
Yeah.
You take the teleportation circle. You teleport into the sect. Do you just head straight for the contribution place?
Oh, you already back, man.
Yeah, you just teleport the cliff down like it's really
so
close.
easy, man, so easy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Let's speak to the boss. I don't forget how it works. We go there, we show them, we say that they give us a shit ton of money. Or
Yeah, you.
I forgot entirely how the economy in this place works.
Yeah, it's
I remember the whole
half a
session to
year.
figure it out.
It's actually me too. A good thing I actually went back and wrote some stuff up.
Nice.
So yeah, you show them your tag as well as the tag that the elder of the village gave you, and let's see what this actually gives you. So you tell them what's going on.
We
They
don't.
tell you that they need to go because of the seriousness of the threat that you
So
found as being defeated. They need to check with the elders before they actually are able to calculate.
We don't
the-
mention
how-
Dang's thing, right? That Dang has the power thing.
I'm pretty sure you said before that you weren't gonna tell anyone about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, then.
So they can't tell you how much spirit stones they can give you right now because of the. However, you all get 250 contribution points.
I know what that means, yeah.
Yep.
Should
Is
have wrote that
what's
down somewhere.
Yeah, do we have somewhere about that? 250 constitution? I'll put it in my inventory.
Yeah, a low-level teacher, which is
Other
essentially.
variables, 250.
Yeah. A low-level teacher, which is what this man underneath me, which is like over here, I think, on the
Man underneath you,
on
what
the
are you talking
Twitch,
about? On the
somewhere,
Twitch?
somewhere on here.
What the
I
fuck
think.
are you talking about?
What are you talking
You
about?
guys-
On the stream,
What are you
on the
talking
stream,
about?
he's somewhere here, right?
What do you mean he's somewhere here?
Like-
You're looking. What are you pointing at?
Fucking way. Anyway.
You're pointing away.
Way is like way on the other side.
Wait. So. Oh wait.
You're
Oh,
up,
it's
and
oh
then
yeah,
way
it's
is like
fucking
bottom right.
mirrored.
I'm just
It's
looking forward
mirrored
to
on
the
the
map,
stream.
and I'm like,
Damn it.
Yeah.
Mirrored on the stream. Oh, defeat. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like so confused. Like this guy. What's he
This
talking
guy.
about?
This guy. Way. You would need to spend those points to be able to
How many of them?
re-guild at 200.
What do you know?
Don't worry about it. You don't need to spend the thousands of gold you would otherwise need to spend. Normal game. So, and other than that, you can retrain individual feats and stuff like that with contribution points. Essentially.
I think I'm good.
Oh
kind of
yeah.
not really-
So.
Did you say team?
Well, because now it'll be a level 7. Even if you train your level 1 feat, you can take a level 7 feat.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, amazing. So, are we just gonna speed forward with the retraining away? Because he's gonna retrain for the
I would
combat.
imagine. I'm curious to see what the elders react, because that would happen like within the next day or something, probably, right?
It would take a couple days, sure.
Okay.
Just gonna wait. I kind of wanted to do something before.
Wait, what's that? What are you saying?
Okay, let's do it like this. I'll do it the other way. You, after about a day, are summoned to the enforcement hall.
Okay. How normal is this? Like from what we've been told?
It is about the quest mission.
Okay.
You are summoned and you are walked into to the same office that you were before.
The guy who we told about Emperor about.
Yeah, the enforcement hall elder that you told about the Emperor.
Okay.
And yeah, she the people who lead you there essentially tell you to go in and sit down. Yeah, and she did I not fucking type out her name? God fucking damn it.
The woman with no name.
The woman with no name. Enforcement hold elder she is for now. She says, you seem to have been on quite the adventure on your first mission.
I mean, isn't this normal?
No. Not at all, in fact. How much did you tell them? Okay. Did you tell them just about the dangers of the undead? And that you destroyed the undead? Or did you tell them about, like, the dragon? Did you tell them about the like, Immortal/Saint?
Did we tell
Blood
who the
guy.
the other guy outside the gate, you mean?
No.
Oh, you mean when we first came back here, sorry, like yesterday.
Yeah. Did you tell them about the sect, not the sect, the cult
Yeah, I think
leader?
everything but
everything
the
but
taking of the
tank
energy,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, everything but the tank
Okay,
stuff.
everything but the tank stuff. Okay. No, it's not exactly normal to find free a lost city and speak to some of the last remaining saints of this world and fight a dragon in the same.
We did it
mission,
as our
no.
first mission.
You did indeed. Quite impressive, in fact.
What are saints?
Saints are the step before you become an immortal.
It's powerful.
Wait, that's saints.
The ones in the strange.
The guys who were playing the game.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they were strong.
They were unusual.
Well, the sect, or more specifically, I will reward you with, because of everything you did it quite well. I will give you double the amount of maximum spirit stones that you were offered to begin with. So 50 pounds of it, which is like quarter. Is 200. A quarter of a pound is 200. So figure it's 100 times 200.
800
So-
times 50, something like that.
Wait, what?
Oh wait,
How
no.
many- Wait.
It's 50 pounds. Yeah, it's 50 pounds. Yeah,
How much
and
is
a quarter
pound?
pound is 200. So a full
Quarter
pound
pound
is
is
800.
200. Yeah, so 800 times 50.
Okay, so we have 6.
Four-
No,
4,000?
3,000?
40,000?
It's like 4,000, right?
4,000, not
40.
40,000, is it?
Yeah, it's 40,000.
Wait,
Course
yeah,
it's that.
8
Yeah, it would
times
be.
5.
It's
yeah.
40,000.
Hey,
never
I-
mind.
It was 800 times 40.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's 40,000.
50. Okay, yeah. 40,000. Wait, 40,000 gold.
Yeah, 40. The equivalent of 40,000.
Total, right?
I should really just use goblin slaves for buckets.
Yeah, I know, right?
Idiot. Just right. Have you heard of notes? They
Oh,
don't even inform the
but
stones.
40k to our like list of money we have, and we can
Do you
do
carry all the money? Did Fabian offer all our money? No, we
Yes.
haven't, right? You did, you.
Oh, I had no money.
Did Faye have anything that? Oh, no.
Yeah, Faye had loads of things to note. Faye had, such things as
Such things,
the
yeah.
+1 hand wraps.
Okay,
Other
those
than,
were
like
Ray's
personal
old.
belongings kind of
Those
thing.
were Ray's old hand wraps that Ray gave to her because.
I got a
Ray-
bad healing potion.
Huge. I believe you didn't
Oh.
get that one back.
So,
Food.
two more things. I
Some
want to say.
shitty rations.
I mean, I'm probably
So
going
the elder
to
also
more
before,
time. You don't have-
before I let you excuse yourselves,
Damn it, I'll excuse myself.
is there anything else that happened within the city that you wish to report?
Frown as if I'm thinking.
Errol sense motive.
Met a
She's also gonna
horse.
sense-
I shake my head.
What do you know about that one? She's also going to sense motive. So please give me a deception.
What do you mean? She said, is there anything you wish to share? There's nothing I wish to share, Potter. It's not my fault her phrasing is bad. She gave me a loophole out of it. Is there anything happened you wish
Yeah,
to share?
but she-
No.
I don't know if that's how lying works.
That's
Yeah.
not how lying works.
No. I say there is nothing I wish to share.
That is
Go
still
ahead,
black.
and everyone who talks, give me sense motive.
Everyone who talks, I shake my head.
Fucking stop it.
That is also black.
Look at that, I'm a great buffer.
You
Great
are
buffer.
fucking
Thank-
better, we don't talk.
I mean, if we
I don't
already
care.
would have mentioned the horse, I wouldn't have said it.
We haven't said anything.
I would have kept my mouth
She
shut.
sends motives to your silence. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you all sense her piercing gaze, but she doesn't say anything else.
Good stuff.
No, you don't get to roll another sense motive. You didn't say
Every
anything.
nice sense motive for silence.
She's also like on the other side of a large veiled thing, so she's kind of boxed in with.
Oh, then we're boxed away.
Yeah, she essentially can just you can see her shape through the
Nice.
curtain more or less.
What a shape.
Yep, what a shape indeed. Yeah, so now what's your guys' plan? I'm guessing Wei wants to.
Yeah, retraining this guy now.
What's my plan? Take over the world, motherfucker.
So how long would that take, Wei?
So since we are not level 8, actually level
What do you mean? We're gonna be level 8 right when we're done, Potter. Come on, we just did it.
You will level.
Ah,
Hey, level 8.
Hey, can I level up first? Because
Sure.
that will make retraining faster.
Sure.
Guess what?
Oh,
I'm Faye,
yeah.
man. She to go.
Okay, I level 1, level 5.
She might
after.
have a plan.
She might have a plan. It
Okay,
doesn't look picture anymore. You're gonna your new
Oh,
characters are dice. It's scary.
Okay.
So retraining will, I think, let's see. Where's the? Well, my note. I wrote to you the exact time somewhere. Okay, I found it.
Were you planning that she would go off somewhere, or does it came?
Okay, it takes me 35
Sometimes
days.
the pot
To,
just takes you places.
it takes me 35 days to not be a barbarian, instead be a fighter.
35 days.
It takes 10 more days.
We can have a solo session. This is going
Then
on.
it takes 10 more days to not be a drunk.
Okay, so
Ah,
45
yeah.
days. Okay.
Jesus Christ, I've never had so much downtime in my
We
life.
can
definitely
get a
get
couple
your
missions
bow.
done.
You definitely get your bow in those 45 days.
Dude, I'm probably gonna do it in the first 2 days. I'm gonna be fucking running.
Yeah, you get it
Quite
quite fast. Yeah.
I mean, you guys can
Uh,
also retrain. Like, if you guys want to,
I
like, you
don't
can
want to
train,
retrain.
you get health.
Pretty good.
You get hit points. You're gonna train to get hit
I don't know.
3 days for 1 hit point.
3 days for one hit point, that's a bad value.
We can just
Man,
say
I do like
naturally,
hit points.
naturally I can just done low level missions right my damn contract. So in spirit sense, right? Like the no hits. 2 mission.
I'll figure it out that between the next mission,
Nice.
whatever you.
I mean, I want to
either
do some
way, I
training
think
narratively, but
Yeah,
not
we
not like
can do a
month.
narrative like earn income thing if you want to.
Yeah, but by own
not
coming, I'm doing
yeah,
missions
yeah.
like that's way.
So
So
I
now
want
I'm
to do
gonna be like
before
5 missions deep, and you're gonna be on one mission. I'm
before-
gonna be like,
before
actually,
we-
I'm the elder.
before we end. Wei, as you are retraining, you occasionally need to go to the library to
Right.
find
Okay.
particular books or technique books and whatnot to train. And one day, let's say like after like a month of
Tuesday.
training, more or less. As you're walking around the library, you find yourself a bit lost, and you're looking around, and you get to an area you haven't been before, and you find an unfamiliar figure sitting behind a scribe's table, and do you wish to describe yourself before we end, Chris?
Oh my god, is
I'm gonna
this
make a new
shit?
character for next session, you know?
I'm gonna
We're
make
Yeah.
a character as
all
well.
gonna make new characters. Someone else changing the character time.
You see an extremely handsome
No, I'm the handsome.
celestial.
No! I'm the handsomest. I'm the handsomest.
Extremely
both.
handsome celestial with like flawless skin and beautiful flowing long white hair, turquoise eyes, very well dressed in fine clothing.
Wait, do you have turquoise eyes?
sitting,
then?
You
I
see
don't know.
Zen sitting behind the desk.
sitting behind, a stack of
Oh,
far
Zen.
more books than
I didn't
Zen
know-
could get
didn't
through in
know
a
you-
lifetime. The books
Mm.
given away. Behind a scribe's desk, books everywhere, with a page open in front with a quill writing by itself magically across the page. I look up at you as you sort of enter my area apparently, and I say, "Yes, darling, can I help you with something?"
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There
Yes,
we
darling.
go.
My god.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll end there.
Oh
As
god.
A scholar monk, huh? That's a high intelligence you got there.
yeah, he.
What did you roll?
he's
Dude, I'm
just
way
a
harder.
boy.
Come on. Man, what do you mean?
Everything's a matter of perspective. He
I'm
has a
harder.
very
I'm
feminine
harder.
charm.
I'm
Extremely attractive.
Chris, what did you roll on your intelligence on Industry? You said 8 in place 8.
17.
Okay, so you get 1 from stat increase, 2 from race, so 20, so +4 int from someone. Okay.
And that's high stats, baby. Welcome.
My way has 22, so I know that's like a high int.
Wait, I mean, Chris could just have a +4 anyway, and then we.
Yeah, but that's like really expensive. But yeah,
What do you mean we got the moolah?
that is true. Now we got a bunch of money.
And
Yeah,
you don't know what a level 8 character gets in Moolah when you.
What?
yeah, level 8 is a
Oh,
lot.
yeah, shit ton of moolah, actually. Man, maybe I need to
Wait,
make
his
you guys
name is
get more money.
Long?
Wait a second.
His
Level.
name is indeed long.
We know where we're going.
fine.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure level 7's got like around 22,000, last I checked.
Wait, level 8 get. It's 33,000. Wait, but we have 40,000 to split between 3 of us. What?
We
Yes.
already had like over 25.
Maybe that's
We
true.
have,
Maybe
we
that's
have
true.
okay, at least on way, we have
I don't
6,000.
Oh, we do? I don't have any money. Give me some of that shit.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
have
way
anything.
has been carrying our
I got
money. Way
shit.
has 6,000.
I haven't got shit.
So we have 22,000 per phase.
Dude, I'm
Just-
harder though. You fucking nuts if you think you're harder. You fucking nuts.
Way more attractive.
What do you like, Timmy?
Darling, you just lack my style.
I do like the Constitution 11. You're
Yeah.
You
really
dress like that, I dress like this.
Yeah, that's. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Have you seen my character art? I wear like the same shit. Look at my code and look at your code. Yours is just done up. Like, look at the same shit. It's
You to the uninitiated, I'm sure these look like the same garment, but to
mine's
someone
golden,
who understands the nuances of fashion,
If you look
those rags you're wearing don't stack up.
Thought it was
So-
gonna be the romance between Zen and Faye, but apparently it's gonna be Zen and Lauren. I'm ready for it.
really great.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Are you like
I really enjoyed this session, guys. Thank you very much.
A lot of sessions we just stay on the world map the whole
I mean,
time.
okay, as a way, this session was kind of. It was fun as a player to fun around, but way is like.
Oh wait,
I-
really
I,
much.
I
What did
finally
you really
experienced what it was like to be in a Waterdeep campaign with all the split
do?
conversations and shit.
Oh man, it's been a while.
I like that Chris almost has as much intelligence as us combined.
Yeah, he is a very smart
I
boy.
have summoned. Wait, how much is a +4 headband actually? There is.
16k to
16,000?
buy.
Yes,
Oh, how does he know?
Yeah.
Okay, so I could get one. Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely get
Nah.
that. If you, that's the only thing you want, yeah.
You know,
What do you mean,
spoiler
always
alert.
go?
Minor spoiler alert if you want to get some value out of that moolah you got there is only 8k if you make it.
All right, do you want to make it first?
Oh,
Well, let's get to know each other first.
oh,
Okay,
nice.
okay.
What a
I'm sure this
what-
happens on the first day of downtime we meet you.
Besties.
15 days of waste training left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it also takes like fucking months, right?
Really?
If
The
you
craftings,
craft.
I don't know.
It
I didn't
depends
do- I
on
didn't do
the-
Oh
much
yeah,
of my
crafting you
backstory.
make like hundreds of silver worth a day. So something is like 8,000. It will cost like.
I think
literally,
it
like, years.
scales.
I think it's it scales on skill.
It's
The
result.
crafting page was long.
It's a you do a number of silver a week equal to your the craft roll times by the DC of what you're making.
With
It's
the
like
craft
even if it's like really.
Oh, good. So actually because like I was like, man, my spellcraft is kind of useless because it's like the DC to make an item is like 5 plus caster level, and my spellcraft is like 20. But
Then
it
that's
turns out that
still-
actually has some value.
But even if the DC was like fucking 30 and you rolled a 30, you'd still only get 90 gold worth in a week.
90 gold?
Mm.
Seriously?
No, sorry. 30 times 30 would be 9,000, right? So you get 900 golds in a week. So it's
Yeah,
still
900.
taking,
900,
like,
yeah.
Be
it would still
900.
take- it would still
It'll take a
take
few
you,
weeks, yeah.
It would still take you 10 weeks for each item.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun.
It's a long time. But we got
Yeah.
some.
mean, half a
You
year.
could make us the cheaper items. Like, there's the items that take like 1k gold or something like that.
But then, we've got like 63k. Who's spending 1k? You know?
I mean, okay, well, you want of 1,000
So
or
who says
4,000.
we're even inviting this guy to our party?
Nah, he's not in
Who
our
says
party. He's a
anything?
douchebag. He's a douchebag. Let's get Faye back.
I gotta go and rescue Faye from the disaster that's gonna befall the Fae family.
Nah, she's screwed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would have spent ages crafting all this stuff. Good thing it was before
Good
the
thing.
campaign.
Good thing.
I expected that's why you've chose to age for a character. You spent all this
Yeah.
time crafting.
Not that old.
Alright, I gotta head off, but good shit there. It's TY points.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, can we figure out how much go? Let's just figure out a session, right? What we want to do with all the money. Like, I don't know. I don't think we can actually spend a long crafting. It's not realistic that we spend 10 weeks. Like, honestly, like,
Yeah,
we
don't-
pretty strongly rather than buying shit. Like,
I mean, we can record. Yeah. I mean, some of the cheaper
No,
shit.
think about what I wanna do, like
But the
if I
cheaper
wanna
shit is-
retrain and maybe spend some gold on that or whatever.
Yeah, cheaper shit we only save like 500 per piece though, so yeah.
it's a little, but like, I'm more like, I don't want to, fuss around getting this rando to make me shit if I can buy it. Like,
Yeah.
Alright, so like, we have like 60 something K between three of us.
We have 66,100 on
Okay, I'll give it
the
something.
base character sheet.
Alright,
Incredible.
see you boys.
Uh,
See you now.
Bye.